YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 28 and the conclusion of the second attempt at trying to get it clear with Terastallization enabled as our battle gimmick today. Now, as you will see on the bottom middle of the screen, we currently do have the 8 gym badges, and therefore, we are 6 key battles away from winning the Terastallization Run. Now, we're going to do a quick little recap, talk about a couple things. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Y'all know I have a problem with doing that, but the context kind of helps for anybody that might have missed the previous episodes, and especially parts 26 and 27, which were the initial start to this particular run here. So, as you can see above my head, we only currently have 5 Pokemon, as we did lose our Hisuian Samurott in that 8th and final gym battle. So, potentially going to have to catch a new team member, but as you might have saw there before I pulled up the screen, we do have a PC in the bottom right corner of the screen right off the edge of my finger there, so we could potentially recover that Hisuian Samurott. Now, in addition to that, you can see that we're going to jump into a dark deal here and potentially take another charm that might give us another curse. Now, why do I say another one? Because if you remember previously in part 27, we did do a dark deal, and I'll go ahead and showcase what those are in the bag here. The charm and the subsequent curse that came with it. If we go back to our, you already know, Dre. What's up, bro? All right, let's look at the key items here, right? So we have a priority charm, which is the good thing that we took in the dark deal last time, right? So look, I know you can see what that description says in the bottom left corner. You guys know me by now. I can't stand the Quick Claw, man. I think it's the worst thing that Game Freak ever added to Pokemon. I can't stand it. Okay? But look, sometimes you gotta get a little down and dirty. You gotta get a little stinky if you want to get the job done, right? So I'm trying to win at all costs, and this charm gives us a 15% chance to apply Quick Claw to every single attack across all of our Pokemon. So, is it cheesy? You're damn right it is. But look, man, we're trying to get the job done, alright? Now, when we took this charm at the Dark Deal last time, of course, as it always does, it comes with a curse. Now, we got pretty lucky, and we got an embargo curse, which means items cannot be used in battle except for Pokeballs. So, no potioning in battle. Well, we're good, man. We're good. What's up, Ruthie? Welcome in, welcome in. So, that's what we got last time at the Dark Deal. And we're about to jump right back into another one of these. Now, we don't have to take one. I usually only take one if it's really, really going to help us, because there's always a curse that comes with it. Alright, so keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and jump into this thing. After that, if we do decide to go to the PC to potentially try and recover that Hisuian Samurott, that could also come with a curse as well. So if we take a charm here, we're getting our second curse, and then we might get our third curse over at the PC. Actually, before I jump in here, let me just see what was on the top route. Okay, just a bunch of bushes. So we're going in here, man, straight to the Elite Four after this. So it'd be nice to recover a Pokemon or catch a new one, but we'll have to make a decision here. Let's do this, man. One choice. What's it gonna be? Yeah, I'm about to get me another Quick Claw. 15% twice. Give me that 30%. I'm just playing.
YouTube.
The Shed Skin charm? No. Look, is that good? Yeah, all of these charms are good, but is that worth taking? No, because I might never get statused, and it's just going to come with a curse. So there's no way we're taking that. The Flinch charm, I think we saw that last time when I ended up taking the Quick Claw charm. So friendly moves have 15% chance to flinch. I don't know about that, man. Look, is that good? Yes. But what is the one condition in order to get a flinch? You got to be faster than your opponent. So, overall, we got a lot of fast Pokemon on the team, but, you know, if push comes to shove, and we end up with a slow team towards the end of this run, and we get outsped, there's no point to have this, so I'm not taking that either. This better be juicy, or we're walking out of here with no charm. Shop prices reduced by 50%. No, I can't. That doesn't benefit us enough to the, like, what if any one of these, because they're all pretty mid, what if any of them come with an adaptability curse for our opponent? No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dre. Those are all trash, bro. We're out, we're out, we're out. Okay. What's the play here? I think we might as well just go full rest stop, right? This is always the best one to go to. But if you see Nurse Joy, this is like every single rest stop, you know, all 3 of them. The 2 up top and then the cop-looking guy on the bottom. This rest stop here is all 3 of them combined into one, so whenever you see this, you just take it. So we'll go here. Now we probably should take this opportunity to just take a quick moment and sell off some items, make space in the bag, but because we're at 87 out of 100. Look, I say it every time, I'm going to say it again. I know this is cringe, but due to limited bag space, you kind of are forced to do this. I'll keep the Electrolyzer in case we find an Electabuzz, but also Peat Block for another potential Ursaluna, but we had one earlier and I tossed it. It's just, you know, there's a lot of switching that goes around in this, and that's because you kind of have to position your pieces as you go throughout the run to, and when I say switching, I mean switching Mons in and out the team. You gotta do the best you can at kind of positioning yourself to have a favorable matchup, right? That's kind of the point of doing that. And, you know, I know it seems a little OD at times, but in the end, it is the right play. And, right, because as the way we have it set up, right, the types will never repeat. So as we go through the run, and each and every gym leader we take down, that eliminates the possibility of that particular type showing up again, right? So, for example, now that we got past Bug, Ice, and Bug, Ice, and Grass, I think we're the first 3 gym leaders in this run. I'll showcase the trainer card after this. What that means is now, like, fire types aren't that important. I say that and then we have 2 of them, but, right, like, because we still haven't fought, like, rock and ground, if I see some good water types or grass types, I might swap out one of the fire types on the squad, right? Even though they're 2 of the best Pokemon in the game, but that's besides the point. Okay, we have Carbos and Calcium. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, so the PC it kicks us over to the Pokemon Lab, and he'll have 3 Pokemon there on the desk. And the 3 Pokemon there are made up of 3 Mons that were kicked off the team at some point in the run, whether or not they got KO'd or I released them, I think. So there's a very good chance we see Samurott and like 2 other just random Mons that I'll pass up. Why do I have a TR for Fisher? There ain't no way I'm resorting to that. Those are some pretty good moves though. Also, Horn Drill's kind of wild. I think we can go ahead and toss those as well. Alright. Let's see if we got any pointless berries that like lower EVs, because that's literally a waste of space in the bag. Mickle, there's no point for a Mickle. Custap, Pataya, Salac, Lychee. These are all good. I mean, Kabiba's kind of ass. You never worried about poison damage, man. Yeesh, Rindo, Pachot. Yeah, we don't need Houndoom. Citrus Lum. Ah, that's fine. Okay, we're chilling, we're chilling. What's up, Google? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, chat. I have a hard time keeping up once I get into these things. I gotta lock in, man. We gotta get the job done here. We're finally seeing Adamants. I'll take 6 of them, or 4 of them for 6K. Probably take a modest. Oh, I already have one in bag. Okay. I think we were pretty good with our special attackers, but we need some juice for the physical attackers. We also need to figure out. I'm gonna go do level cap real quick. Will I play the other mystery dungeon? Absolutely. I'm gonna move on to, I always forget which one of the 2 it is. It's either Explorers of Time or Sky, Time and Darkness, or Sky. I get confused. Because the one that I'm playing right now is the only one that I've ever played, Blue Rescue Team. It's the one that everybody says has the best story. So I'm not sure which one that is, but as we get closer to finishing, I'll look more into it. But yeah, that's the one we're gonna do next. Also, we need to get U-turn for Darm, man. Although I think we have to buy that TM. We don't have a lot of money is kind of the issue here. But we also need to pick like Terra types for everybody as well. So let's look at what we got real quick. We already have an Adam and Darm. That's pretty dope. And you know, everybody knows what Darm does, right? It just spams Flare Blitz. That's it. But U-turn, that way we can lead with it and get out in a bad situation. But Explores the Sky. Okay, that's probably the one then. We might as well throw an Adamant on this guy as well. And same for Mence. Valiant, we can do some stuff. I kind of want to use this as more of a special attacker. Right now we're mixed though, which is cool. And of course Modest already on Volk. Alright. We just need to pick Terra types for these guys. I like the Terra Fire on this guy. Prevent it from getting burnt, but also then defensively we resist both Ice and Fairy if we turn into a Fire type. I'm not too worried about doing it for everybody, because they cost like 6k each for the Terra change. Alright, let's go ahead and rip an Adamant on Mence. And also onto Shadow Beast. What up, Skills? What up, Trooper? Welcome in, my friends. Rash on Valiant. Rash is fine right now because we are still a mixed attacker, but... And I might even stay mixed the whole time, to be completely honest. And Loki, what's up, Loki? I missed you too. My bad. Just trying to monitor chat the best I can. Okay, which one of you ding-dongs sell TMs? Actually, it's neither one of these guys, but this is Evo Stones. Get some hold items here. Ooh, we might have to take another coin. I do want a vest in case we recover that Samurott. We already have a scarf. We could take an amulet because they're cheap. I kind of like the amulet. A sash, I should probably buy one more. We already have one on Marshadow, but just in case we'll buy another one. And we could get boots on Volk, honestly. They're so expensive. Dude, 7,300 for the boots is wild. But again, you know, Volk being... I'll take a mirror, why not? Volk being Bug Fire, it takes 50% damage from Stealth Rocks, just like Charizard, right? This is 4x weak to Rock. Let me see how much U-turn costs, but I might not even have enough money. We can't go to the bottom either. I gotta go all the way around. Yeah, we are, man. This I don't know why you got some underwear, by the way, next to your name, Loki, but it's pretty epic. Oh, 13,000 Poke coins for U-turn. We have 13,854. It was meant to be. Okay, now we're broke as a joke. We gotta go fight, but this gives us a little bit extra juice. That's pretty funny. What's up, Ari? Welcome in, welcome in. What does Volk have right now? It already has heavy-duty boots? Are you serious? Damn. I just paid 7,300 bucks for another pair of heavy-duty boots, and I already had one. I probably should have checked the items first. Okay, Scarf Darm. Already have an amulet on Shadow. Interesting. Lumberry Mence. Sash is on Valiant. Okay, I thought it was on Marshadow. And boots on Volk. Okay. I definitely messed that up. That was a waste of 7,500. Oh, I appreciate that about the Gaia. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we got to give U-turn to Darm and also take off. Darm has both bite and headbutt, right? But because of sheer force, he can't even get flinches. So we're just gonna go look at Darm's like level up moveset because we can't afford anything else at this point. And we'll take something else. Bite was really there just to hit Psychic. Like, Darm doesn't have good level up moves. But again, it don't matter. We're just we spam Flare Blitz. And we U-turn out if we can't one-shot something. Alright, so what do you got via level up? Superpower is more useful than Hammer Arm. Neither one of them are ideal, right? But I ain't trying to miss a superpower. I mean, I'm not trying to miss Hammer Arm. I guess we'll just keep Headbutt. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not even gonna click it anyway. We'll give it Taunt over Headbutt. There's really no point to have that, but you tried Polished Crystal? I'll keep playing, man. It's so fun. Okay, we finally have Spectral Thief now that we're high enough level, so we can get rid of Although Poltergeist be doing big damage though. This Marshadow signature move though, we kind of got to rock it. Mence, too bad we're not playing with Megas, or I would put Double Edge on this set. What else do we got, though? Oh, it's Wing Beat Crunch, Dragon Claw. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Valiant. We still haven't seen the Water Gym. What is our moveset? It was Knock CC on the physical side and Moonblast T-Bolt on the special side. That's pretty good. And Volt's gonna do what it does. We got Bug Buzz, Fiery Dance, and Hurricane as our coverage option. I don't like Hurricane. I like Psychic or Giga Drain, but It is what it is. And we cannot afford any Terra Shards at this moment in time. So let's go ahead and get out of here. See if we can recover that Samurott. And go take on the first Elite Four member. Maybe. Lock it in, chat. Quit messing around, man. Let's do this. Alright, Professor, what do we got on the table? There he is. Still nicknamed T-Pair. We had the Pelly at one point, I remember that. Who else do you got? Ooh. Ooh, that's tempting, but... The reason why Hisuian Samurott is so useful is because we go for, right, Ceaseless Edge guy. It does what it does. Let's see if we get a curse here, but... Ceaseless Edge is so good because not only does it do damage and pretty good damage, but most importantly it sets up hazards as well, right? And what's the one thing that always kind of makes you lose Pokemon in rogue runs? Focus Sash opponents. So we set up a Ceaseless layer, especially against Penny and her Evolution team, and we're going to be breaking all them Focus Sashes when they switch in. Let's see if this comes with a curse, though. Okay. Okay. T-Pair, welcome back, buddy. Is that still on the, Yeah, I just gotta re-enable the... Boom. Okay. Let's go, baby, let's go. I know, Gambit's so tempting there, but... Ceaseless Edge, like the spikes that we set up, are so important. Because we're playing singles. It's different if we were doing doubles. Yeah, Gambit's an absolute monster. Okay. Oh, they only come back at half health? I guess it's because, like, they got used to revive. Oh, we made this thing Terra Fairy, that's right. To take, dark attacks, fighting attacks. Okay, and it came with its AV, but I think all the EVs get reset, right? Yeah, it's got no EVs. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Now, I'll make sure I show the trainer card here in a second. Let's potion this guy up. I'm gonna have to use Norenberry too. Can't wait for Gen 10. I know, I got high hopes for it, but again, we gotta temper expectations. But I really hope it is good. Okay. So let's think about a couple things here. No, first, we look at the trainer card. Okay. There it is on the left side of the screen. We have been through 8 gym badges. And those are the types that we have encountered, right? So, 18 types in Pokemon, and we've got 8 of them out of the way. So that means the 4 Elite Four members and the 5th fight today, which will be against the champion, are going to be 5 of the remaining 10 types, which are going to be Normal, Dark, Ghost, Fairy, Ground, Rock, and Steel, which all take place in Sandstorm, Water, that's like 8 out of the 10. Electric, 9 out of 10. And Poison. We have not seen Poison yet, so... Those are the 10 available types. So with that, you guys can go ahead and get a little prediction in, but I'm going to walk in here shortly. I'm just going to look over the team one last time. Make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. Adamant Scarf. Let me just move those around. Amulet, we made it Adamant, it's got Technician. I gotta make sure all the right abilities too. Okay. I would like a more powerful fighting attack than Drain Punch, but we could work with that for now. And I gotta remember this thing is Amulet. I kinda like the idea of choicing, obviously not this, so this is Dragon Dance Moxie. I kinda like the idea of choicing this thing though. 220 speed though, like we would have to, if I did specs on this, we would have to switch it to like Hasty or something. And then I'd switch the moveset too, but because I kind of like the idea of like Sash Marshadow. But I don't have another choice option right now at the moment. And we got Boots on Volk with yeah, Flame Body, that don't really matter. Aqua Cutter, Nox, Sacred Sword, Ceaseless, with the AV and the Careful Nature, and Sharpness. Okay. Okay. We're good to go. Let me see, hold items in the bag one last time. Because I don't think I have any other choice items. I don't. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and predict that we are going to be fighting a rock-type specialist. Just first one that popped in my head. And I can never think of many rock-type specialists beside either Brock, of course, from Kanto, or what was her name? Olivia from Sun and Moon, like the kahuna of Akala Island, where Tapu Lele is. Those are the only two rock types. Oh, and Roxanne. I don't know if there's any more than that, but there probably is. Because you can count Elite Four members or gym leaders in this. So I'm going to go ahead and say Olivia from Sun and Moon. Larry flying, that's exactly who we fought already. In between fighting and dragging the 6 gym badges flying, and it was Larry. Alright, let's do this, man. Ooh, baby, come on. 6 battles to get through. Look, we're going to lose Pokemon as we go, especially when we find Focus Sashmons. I just got to let them go, man. What ends up making me lose every time is I'll be switching around too much. Because I don't want to lose anybody, but you just got to let it happen. Giovanni? Okay, we pulled ground types. That's going to be tough because of Sandstorm. Ooh, this is going to be shiesty. Probably going to have to U-turn out and lead Mon here. But if we can get Hisui and Samurott in on this lead Mon, if it's more of a defensive guy, we can get up a layer of Ceaseless and then break all the sashes. It's Pert? Yeah. We could U-turn right to Hisui and Samurott. Because he's just, I mean, he's going to click Earthquake. I guess we could go Mence, right? Ooh. Oh, you do got it. Okay, there's a great ball there. I just updated that yesterday. I'll talk about that in a second, but... Okay. Well, this is an obvious Earthquake. Going to Mence is the play, but what if Bro Rock Slides? Also, we don't have Intimidate Mence, so... I feel like Pear is the play, but he's going to take a lot of damage from an EQ, man. Only got 158 defense. But also, going to Mence to set up on this guy's a bad idea, because this thing does learn Ice Punch, so... We could Terra Fire on a predicted Ice Punch as IDD and just try to win the game from there, but the thing is, like, we kind of got to set up a Ceaseless. So, obviously, I'm going to U-turn Darm out, but do I go Pear or do we go Mence? Mence is the play, but I can't dance. I could swap to Pear on an Ice Punch to, like, scout for that. Like switch out Darm with the U-turn into Mence on a predicted EQ, and then switch out again into Pear on a predicted Ice Punch. That still doesn't help me that much, because then we go for Ceaseless on the turn that Pert EQs. You see how I'm 3 turns ahead? This is what you gotta do. I know it's a little OD to explain the thought process, but it's important. Bro might also click Rocks. That's actually what he might do, is just rock up. So let's turn out here. That's good damage. I'm going to go straight to Samurott. I think he goes Stealth Rocks. I don't think he EQs, but EQ is going to 2-shot me, so... He Waterfalls. I guess that was also an option on the table. Okay, Life Orb Pert. EQ KOs us, but... I think I'm okay with that trade. Like, dude, this thing is going to be so good moving forward. I want to keep it, but maybe we recover it again. I missed. Oh, crap. Now we got a problem. Because that EQ is going to finish us off, yep. That's an unfortunate miss. It really is. Because now Bro has Focus Sashes intact for the rest of the fight. Yikes. Okay, from this position, we'll go Val, and we'll see what his answer is to this. I'm just going to take this thing out with the Moonblast. That was really bad, actually. That was really bad. You swap. Oh, this might be an extra drill right here. Okay, Nidoking. Ooh, Giovanni's in his bag right now. Okay. I'm not worried about Life Orb Pert, though. We can outspeed and KO that thing. We need to set up at some point. This thing could also have Ice Beam too, so going Mence here is a little sketchy. But at this position, it's going to go for a poison attack, so we could go Shadow to resist it, and then revenge it with an Ice Punch. I think he just goes Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb here. Could be an Earth Power as well. That would hurt. But Shadow's the play on this. Oh, I gotta disable the Samurott Sprite. That was a really bad miss. Okay, it is just a wave. We resist that. Still does a crazy amount of damage though. Sheer Force Life Orb. He has first two mons are both Life Orb. Alright. I mean, we have to just stay in and take it out. I'm just concerned at where he goes from here. Like, if he does have the Exca, it's going to be a little stinky. Okay, 5-5. Going back to Swampert here would actually be good for us, because I'll take it out with the Drain Punch and get health back. But I don't think he makes that play. Excuse me? Like, if you're not Choice Scarf, why would you switch this in? Look, I know it has... Right, it has Scrappy Boom Burst. It can hit me with a normal type attack. But like, I live it if I'm at full, right? So we just DP to get back to full. Potentially even one-shot this ass, too. He's gonna Terra this thing. He's gonna Terra ground this guy, isn't he? Oh, this is a stinky little play, but I'm gonna stay in and Drain Punch it anyway. He didn't Terra, okay. Come on, Giovanni, what are you doing, man? Thank you. I'm back to full. Appreciate it, boss. I don't know what his plan was there. He was gonna take me out with a Boom Burst, but you know, not after I recovered a full with DP. Okay. A shiny Rhyperior. Wow, this is probably his Terramon if it's shiny. Man, if I had Giga Drain on Volk, I'd smoke this fool. Like after a QD. Can this one-shot me with an EQ? You know, I know bro has Solid Rock. We ain't gonna do much with the Drain Punch or an Ice Punch. But I don't know if he's gonna Terra Rock or Terra Ground. I would assume Ground because that is Giovanni's type, but you know, going for the Stab Drain Punch would just do more, but... Oh, this is a tough call. I think I'm just going to Drain Punch again, but... I don't know if I have the Fizz Def to take an EQ. I think I do. I think I do. 170 Def with 280 HP is pretty frail, but... The thing is, like, right, we can't really go Mence, because if I predict Earthquake and he goes, like, Rock Wrecker, which why would he, because we're a fighting type, right? This is the most obvious Earthquake I've ever seen in my life. But again, like I said, switching out is what gets me in trouble, so... I'm gonna go Drain Punch. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes Terra Ground. We could then follow it up next turn with an Ice Punch. But that... You know, if he's Solid Rock and just goes to one type if he does Terra, that basically means we can't hit it super effective anymore. So I guess we kind of scout for EQ, right? And we can go to Mence next turn, because if we even live EQ, but it's obviously going to do like 70%. I'm a Drain Punch. Oh, there goes the Quick Claw thing. Okay, he does Terra. Quick Claw obviously doesn't matter here, but he goes Terra Rock. Okay, that's actually not horrible for us. Now again, if it is Solid Rock, this is basically like not a super effective hit anymore. Still does a decent chunk, though. Rocky Helmet? Oh, crap. We just lost Shadow. It's freaking Weakness Poly. Yeah, we don't live that. Okay. I didn't think he'd be Policy. Okay. Yikes. I mean, what am I supposed to do in that situation? Also, how do we take this out now? Do we go for Val CC? Is probably the best option, right? We have a Sash, which doesn't matter because... Honestly, if Shadow did that much with it... We have the same attack stat, right? 259 versus 258. If I did that much damage with a Drain Punch, then CC KOs this for sure. So that's the only option we have here. Yeah. Damn, bro. Damn. Wow. That's tough, man. That's tough. Those are two very, very good Pokemon we just lost, but... Hey, this is what happens when you don't give yourself a good type matchup, right? We brought two fire types and we pulled ground. Donphan's a problem, especially now that we're at -1. I would love to sit here and click knock, but I really can't. We kind of have to go Mence. Damn, this Earthquake's gonna hurt, bro. I still have access to Terra, right? So if we went Volk and like Terra Bug, like look, we would take a big old hit from this Earthquake here, a massive hit. Actually, we would take too much from Earthquake. Terra Bug wouldn't even save us. We probably have to let this thing go too. So the thing about Mence, right? We could switch out on an Earthquake right now into Mence, but Donphan does learn Ice Shard. So that would force me to Terra Fire. It could buy me a turn when he goes for Shard. But then we would have to take it out. And I don't know, I don't even think we two-shot it. With Dragon Claw, right? Like we would need to dance on the turn we went Terra Fire, but then we open the door to getting hit by Earthquake, so. Yo! Yeah, I put the Nigel Thornberry emote back. Dude! Oh, this is such a bad matchup. Realistically, the only real play we can make here is just to knock with Val, and then Flare Blitz with Darm. That's the only play we have. The issue with that though is when Swampert comes back out at 50%, would we take it out with a Blitz? I think we would. But because I'm Scarfed, I might have to hard switch out on Pert theoretically. I don't want to lose Valiante, but we also don't really have a play here. Let's go for Moonblast for like the most damage I can. Knock is better utility-wise, but Moonblast will do more damage, so... We have no choice. Dude, these are where the runs fall apart though, bro. Because having to rebuild a team with 3 Pokemon, getting 3 new Mons is really, really bad. I think I just have to Terra Fire Darm and blow this up with a Flare Blitz. We would then also blow up Swampert too and hope that it's not an Excadrill in the back. Oh, I don't want to lose Val, bro, but I don't have a choice. I'm at -1 right after the close combat, so we definitely dropped to EQ. Donphan got 372 attack, man. I'm gonna sack Val, but I'm just trying to see if there's any kind of silver lining here. There's not. Maybe we crit in one shot. That's the only option. Yeah. Live this for no reason, man. But at -1, there's no way. There's no way. we get KO'd to Sandstorm though. Damn it, man. You actually did tank, was kind of impressive. Alright. It's time, man. It's time. This sucks, bro. It really does. I don't have to Terra Fire, but I'm going to anyway, because the Terra Bug and the Terra Fire on Mence and Bug on Volk don't really do nothing, but... Oh, man. This is risky, because if it is an Excadrill, we might be cooked. Oh, yay. Another Quick Claw again, but it don't matter, because he's got all these slow mons here. Look. Terra Fire, Flare Blitz is going to one-shot everything. The issue is, like, what is that last mon? If it's a Sash guy, because we missed the Ceaseless, you know? But we know the Swampert's at 50%, so that gets KO'd. It's what's the mon we don't know about. What is it, man? It's Camel Toe. Oh, we blow that thing up with a blitz, don't we? Oh, dude. I don't know if we one-shot Camel Toe. We could go Mence, right? We resist dual stab on this. And we could save Darm for, well, after Mence gets a Moxie boost, actually, we'd be good here, too. So, you know, we go Mence, but if this guy has Stone Edge, it's going to be a problem. I have to make this play. If this was like in the sun, I think it would take out. I think it would take out Camera Up, but okay, it's winnable, obviously, but like, bro, it's just really tough from here. He's probably got Edge on it as well, so we probably just take the 2-shot with DC. And then we know Pert is Life Orb, so Mence will outspeed that and get rid of it. Especially after the Moxie boost, but even without, it's only at 50. Okay, he can't touch us. Damn it. I can't believe we lost the Marshadow, man. Alright. Well, we win, but... Okay, going back to Sprouts though. So I changed like the sub badges or whatever, where now it's a Pokeball for the first 6 months, then it's a Great Ball for 6 months to a year, and then at 1 year it changes to like a Friend Ball, and then after that it's Ultra Ball was at like 2 years or something like that, just to try to spice it up a little bit. All right, take this guy out with the DC, we win, man. Yeah, back to the drawing board for sure, man. Oh, that was tough. I wanted to prioritize a Weather Setter too. Because Rock, Steel, and Ground, they all take place in Sandstorm. And the Water one's going to take place in Perma Rain. Especially if we pull Rock, right? Having these 2 flying types and Immense against Rock types, that's going to be very hard. Oh, man. Oh, there's a Legendary, though, and a Team Rocket thing. That's such a high risk, high reward, because if it's a shite Legendary, the Team Rocket thing does get us a Master Ball, but we also have to go beat Giovanni again. So we could always catch the Legendary without it, but let's just take whatever Mon this is in the bush. We have to. You can't be serious, bro. 3 fire types? A Terra Fire Mence? Oh, this is gonna be a fire win if we get it done. I gotta add an elite badge, by the way. Oh man, this thing fell apart very quickly. Oh, we ain't giving up, man. We ain't giving up. Let's just put Mence in front as we try to throw balls at this Typhlosion here. Oh. Yeah, this is Charles's cousin, man. This is nasty work. What are they doing to me right now? We got the quick balls, but we should probably save those for a route. I don't know. I feel like starter Pokemon kind of have bad catch rates, though. Let me go ahead and hit it up once. Typhlosion can't really damage Immense, right? Oh yay! My Quick Claw thing went off again. All right. Hopefully that puts it in range where a. Let's go for Ultra Balls. Oh, dude. If we end up pulling Rock types, we're just cooked. We're cooked. maybe this Typhlosion has Sunny Day though. That's kind of the one silver lining there. Oh, it is timid. That's not bad. Eruption, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, HP Grass. Okay. We're about to put this in front and just spam Eruption until it goes down. All right. Let's add this. Typhlosion, not the Hisui one, the regular. And then I'll go ahead and move Volk up to underneath Mence there. And we'll fill in whatever else we catch on the bottom. All right. Here's the thing, right? Like, dude, trying to go after this Master Ball just doesn't make any sense in my head, so... It really doesn't, because... If these fools pull up with, like, any... Look, at this point in the playthrough, all these random trainers on the routes, whether they be in a rocket hideout or in the grass routes, they all have legendaries at this point. So, a single Kyogre just bones this squad, and that's GG's, man. So it's not, like... Am I scared to go here? No. But I'm smart enough not to go here, so... We'll do this. And, okay, Penny's not here. At this point, we're kind of just hoping that Mence can, like, carry this thing the rest of the way. And, we need to get out of control with the Dragon Dances and the Moxie boosts. And then we one-shot everybody, but... Really why I wanted to have Ceaseless Guy, though. Get up a hazard. We need to get a Stealth Rocker on this squad. Or a Spiker. So, do you learn Sunny Day at all? Even though I'm probably not going to go that route, but... Did that say Poltergeist? What? Huh. Yeah, I think Sunny Day is a, Yeah, no, they all have legendaries. I think Sunny Day is a TM, so... We're going to lead off with Typhlo in the next... Elite Four fight. Now here's the thing, right? Spam Eruption until we go down. And hopefully, when we do go down, at that point we switch into Mence on something that we can set up on and just win the game from there, but... I think we should change Mence's Terra type. Because then, you know, if we Terra Fire, then we got 4 Fire guys, but... I like Terra Fire on the dragons because then it makes them resist Ice and Fairy. Which we can bait those attacks, right? If anything sees Immense, it's going to click Ice Beam or Moonblast. So we bait it, we Terra Fire to resist it, and we set up a Dragon Dance on that same turn. Well, what other Terra types could we go? And, you know, the added benefit as well of being Terra Fire is you can't get burnt. But we are rocking a Lumberry. In case we had put to sleep, burnt, or paralyzed when we're trying to set up. Let's just go Terra Fire, man. Why not? I'll go ahead and buy like a Terra Shard for Volk and Darm, though. Although we probably just leave Terra Fire on Darm, to be honest. What do we got to work with here? All the way at the bottom. Oh, you know what? We need... How much money do we have? 9k? We need to spend this on Volk. I need a better coverage option than Hurricane. I want Giga Drain for the Rock and Water Mons that we still haven't seen yet. But Giga Drain might be TM as well. Oh, it is. Damn. Hidden Power Dragon. Yeah, Giga Drain and Psychic would both be... Well, I guess... Okay. So, Terra Blast costs 3k. I'm going to purchase this. And then we still have 6k left over to change our Terra type, so... We're going Terra Blast. I don't think he had Terra Grass, but we'll take something else for now. But Terra Grass Volk is actually very good defensively and offensively. But, you do have Terra Grass. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That actually works. Now we don't need Giga Drain anymore. Okay. Okay, where's the Terra Shards? Also... What do we put? I don't want to waste my other Sash on, on Typhlosion. I don't know, I might not put anything on it, but... Okay, Grass Shard for Volk. Honestly, we just go all in with the setup mons. I'm gonna go ahead and use all the Calciums and Carboses on Volcarona as well. Get all that special attack and speed. And it's either gonna be Mence or Volk that just sets up with Quiver Dance or Dragon Dance and just wins us this whole run. We just position them and bring them out, you know, hopefully in a position where they can set up and just go. That's how we do this thing. Now, we also did not get an opportunity to level up, so the next fight takes place at level 91. So just note that we'll be a little under-leveled here until we get that first KO, but if Typhlosion can put in some work, yeah, I have no more money to buy anything, so we'll go ahead and throw a random berry on Typhlosion, but if it can put in some damage, then we go to Volk and Mence, we set up, get a KO, and then the team will all be at 91. Let's go Pachot, so we can take a water attack. Great. Okay. Oh, right. The legendary or the book? Well, we have to go legendary, right? I totally forgot this was here. We have to go legendary, man. The Mon in the bush will be a lot easier to catch. Here's the thing with the legendary, right? I'm going here. I just want to say something real quick. We have to basically KO it first because it's in an enraged state. But we can't catch it. We can't throw Pokeballs at it until we basically KO it. Bring it down to like 1 HP. So, dude, if this is a Dialga, I'm not even gonna fight it, bro. I'm so tired of seeing that thing. I'm so tired. I'll climb right back down that ladder if it's Dialga. Okay, let's do this, man. I say it every time, I'm gonna say it again. Give me somebody in my top 5, man. Kyogre, Zapdos, Landorus T, Heatran, or Urshifu. Give me some juice, man. One time. It's Ice Rider. Ooh. Ooh, talk about Grimnay boost going crazy. No, not Grimnay. Chilling Nay, right? We had Grimnay last time. Yo. The one time our squad of fire types actually comes in handy here. Alright, Typhlosion, you little ding-dong, get in here, man. Yeah, that's the problem. It's very, very slow. That is an issue, but we can self-set up Trick Room and just go ham. Okay, wait a minute. Now, we're not Scarf, so we can go Eruption on this first turn and then go Flamethrowers from there. These legendaries always come with trash movesets, too, so I don't even know if this thing can really damage us. Yeah, at least it wasn't Dialga or Cresselia or some other trash, right? At least it's a Mon that can do damage. Would have been great to have against the, yeah, Heal Pulse is wild. Oh, we just Eruption again. I don't want to go Flamethrower because we might burn it. Don't worry, it's not going to KO it. And then we'll be able to chuck balls. Leech Seed's funny, it's going to get a lot of health back. So it does regen a little bit here in case you do like burn it. They can still give you a couple turns to catch it, but Leech Seed is kind of funny. Also kind of annoying, but it might not even have like, it probably has the one attack, the ice move. Oh, it has Psychic. Okay. That wasn't doing any damage, but it got the drop. So now we go Volk. We gotta play around with this thing a little bit. I might also just Terra Grass on this. Okay, you Psychic again. Don't get a drop though. That was pathetic damage. Honestly, if I Terra Grass and Quiver Dance, we could take hits from this all day. But I don't know if it has the ice attack. So let's just see how long it goes before it decides to, Also, I don't know if these count as a dark place. We'll just go with Ultra Balls. I wanted to Terra so I didn't get Leech Seeded, but catch rate's gonna suck, isn't it? Okay. Thanks. We gotta be careful if I decide to attack it again, because I could KO it now. It doesn't have the ice move. If it does, we're gonna get one shot. I'm gonna roll the dice here big time. But we know 3 out of the 4 attacks, so now we're weak to ice as a pure grass type from a defensive standpoint, so. Okay, Solar Beam. So now we know the full moveset. It does not have the ice move. So we should be good from here. Okay. Man, that was a tough blow. That was a tough blow there against Giovanni, but Now, you guys know what's going to happen next, right? We're going to sit here and spend all this time trying to catch this thing, and it's just going to get KO'd in the next fight anyway. Yeah, you can't lead see me now, boss. He has a horrible moveset, but, you know, we're going to pull the steel or rock person next, and they're just going to one-shot this thing somehow. It's going to be so much fun. We got to catch it first, though. Oh, man. It's still, like, going to get that Master Ball, we probably would have lost inside the rocket base, to be honest, at that point. It wasn't the right play. I might not be able to catch this thing, though. This moveset's disgusting, by the way. It's so bad. But we can probably teach it a move from the level up set, you know, even before going to the gym. Here we go again, guys. My second least favorite thing about playing Pokemon, trying to catch them. My least favorite thing, of course, is when gym leaders and Elite Four members potion in battle, but it's part of it. Yeah, I do have timer balls. I haven't been counting, by the way, but it's probably been 10 turns, right? So we might be able to use them now. Yeah, I think it's been 10 turns. Oh, crit capture, maybe? We use the Canadian ball, and it works. Thank you, Zogo. Appreciate it. I was waiting for 10 turns to pass, but I wasn't really counting. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Good call, good call. Okay. Nowhere near as cool as Marshadow, but... also, it only has 3 attack. Nice. Okay. Let's move on, because this place never has music, so we'll stand here and try to juice up the set, but... what do we got? Grassy terrain might actually... okay, here's Glacial. Grassy terrain might actually be a play. What are we doing with Solar Beam and Heal Pulse? Iron Defense, Taunt, Torment. We might have to use this thing just to kind of mitigate what our opponent can do. Wow, it learns a lot of stuff leveling up. Tail Whip's crazy. I might actually throw Grassy Terrain on this to, like, ruin the electric terrain. I'll add the sprite here in a minute. Taunt would only be good if we're fighting Pokemon with 20 base speed or less, so, you know. It's good, but I don't know how good. Wow. It's too bad we don't have the item to, like, unfuse these guys, because if we did, I could get 2 Pokemon for 1 here. In a weird way, actually. I wonder if I click on them and if I can do that. Hold on. Dang. Because, you know, you can, like, fuse and unfuse these. Because technically, if we unfused them, I would then have a full party of 6. It would just be a Glastria and a Calyrex. Damn. That was actually a good idea, but... I don't know if we, Let me search for the sprite. I don't know if that item exists in the game. Okay. As it's searching for the sprite, let me put back, there's no point in having Heal Pulse. Doesn't do anything for us. Oh, right, we did this before when we had Calyrex Shadow Rider. It doesn't actually have sprites. It just has Calyrex's sprite. That's fine. There's no difference between Ice Rider and Shadow Rider on the PMD sprite repository. Okay. What did I miss? What did I miss? Yeah, that's true, right? If you caught them and they just had really good movesets. What, does it learn anything else after... it learns Future Sight at 88. Awesome. Alright, what are we going to go ahead and give Callie in terms of an item? What about a Mirror Herb in case somebody clicks Agility and then we get the Agility boost? And then go from there, man. That's not bad. Alright, it's time to potion and go. Get your guesses in now for who you think the next Elite Four member is going to be. But keep in mind, it could be a gym leader or an Elite Four member. Island Kahuna, whatever. From any game. We also, I guess, can make this thing adamant, but I feel like it's kind of a waste of a mint, because we're probably going to sack that ass anyway. Ooh, Crasher Wake is a fire guess. I like that. Wow, don't have many potions. That's right. We haven't gone to the store to buy potions at all. Oh. Did the stream just crash? Yeah, it did. Wonderful. Awesome. Good job, Internet. I'll give it a sec to see if it reconnects. Well, even if it doesn't, the show ain't gonna stop, man. I gotta keep going. Because I am recording on the side. Reconnection successful. Okay. Alright. Here we go, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say that... what type am I feeling right now? I'm kind of feeling Fairy for some reason. I'm gonna say Valerie. The OG Fairy gym leader from X and Y. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why it crashed. Alright. So here we go. Game plan is very simple in this particular fight. We lead Typhlosion. We do as much as we can with it until it goes down. And depending on what Pokemon KOs Typhlosion, we would then either go to Mence or Volk. We dance up for the speed boost. And we try to win the game from there, man. So, good luck. In all likelihood, if we get a bad matchup, this is probably the end of the line. But I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it going. So, Mence got the Lumberry, Volk got the boots. And they are both Terra, so we could Terra Grass if we need to, or we Terra Fire with this guy. If Mence gets a couple KOs after a Dragon Dance, it's going to one-shot everything, but we just don't have any way to break sashes without hazards. And nobody that can learn a hazard either, so let's do this. Ew, it's an ice arena, so it's water. It's Wallace, okay. Ugh. Perma Rain. Yikes. Okay. I don't know, guys. This is gonna get ugly. Volcarona could go crazy with the Terra Blast Grass. You know, grass type attack with oh. This might be a Salamence game now. We would have an issue KOing Pelipper. Okay. We do also have Hidden Power Grass on this guy, but let me see how much Eruption gonna do in the rain as not very effective versus just a neutral HP Grass. The damage here doesn't really matter. Like, after a single Dragon Dance, Mence can KO this thing. I'm not worried about that, so I'm just gonna click Eruption for the heck of it. This is gonna be so hard. We have to hope this doesn't have an ice attack. Although it could hit a Hurricane into Mence too. What? Oh, I have a Pachot. I was so confused right there. Did we tank now? You got a crit. Alright. Whatever, man. Okay, we need to KO this guy to get everybody up to 91. This has to be a Mence game then. Like going for Terra Fire doesn't really help us. It would if he has an ice attack, right? He could have Icy Wind, he could have Ice Beam. But we just gotta hope and pray, man. At this point. Also, that damage was so bad on Eruption, I don't even think a +1 takes this out, but we might have to get to +2. Even more so to outspeed Swift Swimmers is kind of the other issue here. So I'm going Dragon Dance. We're just gonna hope it doesn't have an ice attack. And let me disable Typhlosion real quick. He goes for Pump and he fucking connects it again, man. Really? That's extremely cringe. Because of Swift Swimmers, we have to dance again and hope that we dodge. If we don't dodge here, that might be wraps. We do dodge. Okay. Okay. I don't think we get greedy though and go for +3. If I did, I would outspeed every single Swift Swimmer. But at +2, we only outspeed the slow Swift Swimmers like Ludicolo, right? Because now it just negates their Swift Swim boost. Right, I'm at +2 speed. Swift Swimmers are also at +2. So we just take it out with the Dragon Claw. We're going to get to +3, right? The issue here is we're now at +3 attack, +2 speed, but Focus Sash Mons and like every water type learns ice moves, right? So we might have to win this with Volcarona, but I can't switch. We just have to go from here. Crawdaunt. This might have a sash. But we can't switch. We just can't. Adaptability knockoff gonna hurt bad too, but Quick Claw doesn't matter. We're way faster. He goes for an adaptability boosted jet. In the rain, that's actually a pretty decent chip, but Quick Claw don't matter if you're going priority. Okay, this was a Sashmon. Interesting. Obviously can't Terra into a fire type. So we declaw again. We're now at +4, +2. The question is, there's no restriction to how many like Focus Sashmons or how many same item mons you can have. Does he have another Sashmon? Or does he have a Swift Swim Mon that's naturally faster, like a Kingdra or something? Omastar is slower. I don't know if Omastar has Sturdy. I think it might. Actually, I think it does. I don't know Omastar's ability. Yeah, Wing Beat would be perfect here, but yeah, exactly. Not against Omastar. Crap. Crap. Well, we don't have a choice though. We don't. I never really been a big Omastar or Kabutops fan, so I don't know, but I think they both have Sturdy, actually. We're gonna have to win with Volk. This is the end of the line for Mence. If it doesn't have a Sash or a Sturdy, you know, we're at +4. We should probably one-shot everything at this point, but I gotta go for it. I can't switch. But it's gonna be... It's Sash, or...? It is Sashed. He's got freaking weak armor, too. Maybe he smashes and we're still faster somehow. That's Ice Beam. Yeah. Oh, they don't get Sturdy? Okay. So yeah, see, this is what costs you runs. I'm telling you guys with the Focus Sash Mons. It's just nothing you can do, man. That's tough because that something like that could have single-handedly won us the run. Weak armor boost. He's still slow as balls. So I think we go for Terra Grass and we Quiver once. Because he'd Ice Beam us, it wouldn't even do that much. Yeah, that was tough. We still have another monster that can sweep everybody, though. We have to Terra here to take either a rock or water attack. We got to turn into a grass type. We might as well Quiver in the process. But Swift Swim, also after a weak armor boost. This thing's at +4 speed. It's probably faster right now, but it might be slower next turn. I'm just kind of hoping. Let's go ahead and Quiver up here. Yeah. Hey, Volk can still win this entire run for us too, but having Mence and Volk gave us a good chance. Now it's going to be really, really hard. Of course you hit the pump. Okay. Now the question is, are we faster, right? This thing's at +4 speed, we're at +1. It is an Omastar. Because it has Ice Beam, but Ice Beam is not Stab, and we're now at +1 Spit F, so we would tank it. And it's only at 1 HP, so we might as well click Fiery Dance. We could also Quiver again, right? To then hopefully try to outspeed Swift Swimmers. More like faster Swift Swimmers, right? Because I could tank Ice Beam. And I could tank Aqua Jets. Let's see, so hold on. If a rain boosted, stab boosted pump, but it was resisted, just did that much at neutral, Spit F, what would a non-stab, non-weather boosted Ice Beam do it +1 SPDF because it's super effective instead of resisted. That's a lot of math in my head, but it would be 90 times 2 is 180. But then considering we're at +1 SPDF, and that pump was, what was the pump? That was like a 220 base power pump divided by 2 for resistance. Yeah. I don't know about quivering again, but that would probably ensure we outspeed all the Swift Swimmers. Fiery Dance is what I'm going to click if I don't quiver to get the boost. Potentially get a special attack boost. But only being at +1 speed is interesting. And I still don't know if I'm faster, right? I might not be. I think I am, and I think I want to salvage the HP. That's a tough call. I think I'm faster. If I quiver and we live the Ice Beam on like, you know, 80 HP, that's probably enough to win the fight. Then you gotta hope Yoko everything with Terra Blast. I don't know about that. So I'm just gonna go Fiery Dance. We are faster at +1 than the +4 Omastar. If we get a boost here, that'd be nice. We do. My goodness, man. I don't see how it... We got duct tape on at this point trying to hold it together. Crap. We can live an Ice Beam from that, and we might even one-shot Melodic. Melodic has a lot of HP and a lot of SPDF, as everybody knows, but we're now +2 stab-boosted Grass-type Terra Blast, so if this thing doesn't Terra, we're doing at least 80%. Quick Claw don't matter. It does Terra. Crap. Terra Fairy or what? Terra Dragon. Wow. Wow. GG's, guys. Okay. Okay. Damn, bro. Where's Volt? This one? Wow. We might still be able to get out of this fight, but there's no way to win now. Oh, man. If we get burned here, we're cooked. We wouldn't even KO it. Oh my goodness, man. At least we get to see what Glacial looks like, but that's the end of the run now. We actually do KO it, but... yeah. Yikes. Alright, well... the playlist continues on YouTube until we get a clear with Terra. Oh, this thing will be tough to take out. Well, I can't because I'm burnt, but... I think we live? Oh, I didn't do nothing. Alright. Issue here is... oh, there's the Mirror Herb. It's kind of funny. So we do get the speed boost, but... we lose the 1v1, and now this thing's going to be faster than Darm. Because even though Darm's Scarf, it's going to be at +2. So, because of burn, we go down to the next step, and it outspeeds Darm, and that's GG's. Okay. Damn. That's it, man. Wow. Wow. Okay. 0 for 2 with Terastallization, but the good news is here, I guess, you know, this gives us an excuse to switch it back to doubles next time. Holy crap, man. We got blown up. That's the end of the line. GG's, Wallace. GG's, man. Doubles is more fun and a heck of a lot easier. But, man, we had a couple of good setup mons there. We really did. But you just got to take it. Go ahead and reset this, too. Alright, let's see if we got any like, quests completed or whatever. I'm not going to save yet, but let's check the board. No new quests or rewards. Alright. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. We'll talk about a couple things before we end the recording and move on to the next game, but that's a tough way to go out. We do got a couple mons here in the box. Krogunk was our OG original starter in this game. The shiny Stantler we got from the clown in the park, And then we had to go capture this Slow King to showcase how to surf in the overworld here, so... The cool part about this place over here is that all the Pokemon we've ever caught in the runs will be spawning in here randomly, and you can catch them here in the overworld, right? And then go ahead and bring them with you as a starter next time. So, again, and they'll also pop up in shiny form. It's however you had them within the runs. And then if you go in the cave here, you can get legendaries as well, but... So you can even get the fully evolved mons, right? They all spawn in their base forms, but for mons like Valiant and Cloth, they'll spawn as evolved forms. So I kind of want to pick a new starter to go into the run with next time, because the last couple times we've gone in here for the first 2 attempts at Terra, we did it with a we did it with a randomized starter, and both times got some really bad bug types. So sorry, pair. So let's go ahead and pick a new starter here. I kind of want that Teddy to show up, because we did just have an Ursaluna last time. See, we got the shiny Frigibacks that look cooler than the other one. Oh, Rillaboom would kind of be a fire starter, too. Roaring Moon is crazy. Yeah, those last 2 times with the... Oh. We might have to. So, look, the randomized starters are fun, right? These are 100% catch rate, by the way, when you get them in here. There's a lot of cool stuff in the hub world here that I really like to showcase to you guys. I talk about it a lot, but I've never done it. So, you know, I know kind of what we're doing here is not ideal, but let me just see what else pops up. I want to showcase more of what this game has to offer is kind of what I'm getting at here, because it's more so to showcase all the hard work and dedication and love that PokeAbby put into making this game, right? Fluttermane's crazy, by the way. So not only do I want to pick another starter for next time, because I'm tired of the randomized bug starters we keep getting. What was that, a Choodle? And let's get something good and take it in there with us, so at least we got something for the first couple gyms. Now Gible evolves into Gabite at 24, right? So we only have to make it past the first gym. We could also take the little French fry guy here. I remember we had the Primarina went crazy when we used that thing. Like, realistically, this is gonna be something that I understand I could grind for this offline and pick a better starter. Ooh, that Samurott H. Well, there's Igglybuff, wherever Ruthie's at. But because again, it's kind of RNG as to what order they pop up in. You're seeing some duplicates as well. But the longer you hang out, the rest of the mons will spawn in as well. So I don't know, maybe we just use this Gible, but... Ooh, it had a 28 attack IV. That's not bad. And it has rough skin. So I guess we can go ahead and put this to the front of the party. You know, Chomp is my favorite mon of all time. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time in here because people are going to get bored of watching it, but... Let's go ahead and do this, and I want to showcase a few other things to you guys as to kind of what you can do here. Again, you can customize this hub area to look however you want. And I've only even scratched the surface on what we can do, but just as a quick recap, this is kind of the area you get to build after you win your first initial run. Let me add a Gible sprite, by the way. And inside here is where you get to change the battle gimmicks. You can turn them all on, but I just want to keep doing it this way with just having Terra enabled. This is kind of like the Professor's Lab where you can switch some like in-game settings, which I should do right now. Change it from singles to doubles, because I'll probably forget. Usually I get so excited in the intros, I just run right in there next time. So let's switch this back to... well, we want Rainbow, so the trainers appear in any order and never repeat specialties. So Rainbow's a good way to go there. Trainers, you can also put in just specific regions, but it's more fun, in my opinion, to have them all on. But let's put this back to doubles. Okay. And I'm also still just playing on average difficulty. Oh, there you go. Now it changed to winter. Okay. So after every single run, win or lose, you can come out here and talk to Ball Guy. he gives you a free random Pokeball. This time we get a heal ball. And you can either keep them or you can sell them off. You talk to this girl right here. You have to pay some money and she will increase the size of your bag. It goes up by +10 every time. So we started out only being able to hold 50 items in the bag. Then we bumped it up to like 80. I did the upgrade a couple times after the first runs. And now we've been at 100 for quite a while. So maybe we bump this up to 120. But again, we only got like 64,000 to spend, so I might wait to see how I can best optimize that. Here's the move tutor guy, so we can juice up Gibble a little bit before we go in there. I don't know what kind of moves it would get though. Oh. Okay. We can definitely juice up Gibble. But these are kind of things that I'll probably do kind of in between the recordings. And again, it's really cool because you can build this thing out however you want. So I added this area too where we could buy TMs, Pokeballs, potions, and then hold items and Evo items over here. And then up top we have, well, this is where I put the park. We never actually grabbed that. I thought Slowking could surf and get that item. We gotta go pull Slowking out the box now. Unless I did it in one of the old recordings and I forgot to save afterwards when we hit the outro, but let me do this real quick. You gotta be able to have a ride Pokemon that can learn Surf, and if you want to know how to look that up, you check it in the, well, in the Pokedex, but you can also go to the summary screen here. You tab over a couple pages and you see you can ride it first of all, and then it has a skill for surfing. So you go ahead and I just have it, the flute set to select button on my PS4 controller. So we can ride on Bro and now we can surf across the water. And go get whatever this item is. Oh, it's a leftovers. Okay, I thought this was the Eviolite, but we must have grabbed that some other way. Now this item up here, you can't get up to that until you get the upgrade from the clown to Fly. And Fly lets you change elevations, being like ground level up to a higher elevation. And that's actually how you get up that. The slope is a one-way ticket just going down. Normally, you know, you can use like the Mach Bike to ride up it, but they don't have a bike anywhere in this game. So it's going to cost a lot of money to be able to upgrade to being able to use Fly. I don't even think that's our next upgrade, but yeah, see, we can call Pokemon out of the daycare. I feel like this makes the game a little too easy, so I've never actually tried to use it before, but we'd have to pay him 25k for that, and then potentially get the Fly upgrade after for probably like 30k, which would break the bank. So that's something I might get later after we you know, start up like a new YouTube playlist for this game. But I think in terms of items, I don't think there was anything else over here. Oh, we need a Mon to hop the ledge, but these are just some kind of Pokeball. I think they're like Dusk Balls or something. That's weird. Do these items like respawn? Because I could have swore we got those Pokeballs. That's the whole reason he gives you the Stantler, I think, because it can hop up the ledges. But anyway, the last place, which I've never really come to, but it is kind of cool. Oh no, never mind. That's back to this place. But you can also put up your secret base somewhere, and you can like customize all around your base. It's pretty cool. It's how you can also switch characters if you don't want to play as the Gen 3 kid. You can always switch it up. So a lot of cool stuff you can do in this game. You know, I want to showcase as much as I can, but I feel like, you know, most of the people that would kind of watch this on YouTube after the fact would just kind of want to see the competitive battle aspect of it. So also further south, I think I did add those areas where you can change natures and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and showcase Gibble one last time here before the outro. But because right now it's a docile nature, right? So I'm going to go purchase an Adamant Mint in between recordings, because I do got 64,000 cash on me, right? So I'm going to figure out what's the best way to spend all that cash. Whether it be with an Adamant Mint or, you know what? We could also just kickstart the next run. I mean, I would hate to cut this thing off already. It's only been an hour and a half. What if we jumped right back in and just got like 4 badges real quick? I really want to play more of this game. But I've never done that, right? We've always started a fresh run on a new episode. Right? It's, like, I kind of want to do it right now, but the hard part is... Then when we come back to hit the next intro, it'll be, like, already halfway through a run. Man, it's really tempting. Like, we could also end the recording and just fire up another one. I don't know how I want to play that, though. Like, I really want to go right back in there. And I probably will, but how do we best handle it for, like, the YouTube side of things? Did we hit an outro and post? Because if I posted a quick, like, hour, 20-minute video, everyone's going to know that we didn't finish the run. Oh, that's tough, man. Like, I want to play this game for at least 2 more hours right now. And we could take Gibble in there. We can get 4 badges real quick. But it would also kind of be a little bit unprecedented because I've never... Well, I've always started a run... like at the beginning of an episode. That's confusing to explain because we also... When we're in the middle of runs, right? We pick it up and... But a start of a new run has always been at the start of a fresh episode. I don't know how I want to play that. We can go juice this guy up and get the, we can go figure out a way to spend money. I'll show you guys the best way to do it. So let's first go down here and juice up the moveset. I'm going to do this a couple times as well. So now we're at 110 spots in the bag. I'm gonna go up to 120. That leaves us with about 60k left to spend. Dragon Claw, Fire Fang is not going to cost much. And I think I've seen Bulldoze in here too, yeah. So we could build out a shiesty little set here. Fire Fang's also dirt cheap. It's only 750. But yeah, I don't really want any of these other moves here. Let's at least give this thing some juice. Go Bulldoze over Sand Attack. What could we take over Tackle? I mean, it don't really matter because we'll just click the other 3 moves. We can go Rock Slide. Costs a lot of money though. Scale Shot's really what we want to get to. Oh, baby. Swords Dance is too much money though. Alright, we'll leave Tackle for now on Little Gibble. Let's go buy an Adamant Mint and we might just get back in there. Could also purchase some Pokeballs or whatever. It's just tough because I do like to kind of save the money to get the rest of the upgrades with the Clown as well. Oh yeah, we gotta put the coin on Bro. Well, we'll probably put the Eviolite on Bro. And catch something else that's like fully evolved, because now that we're back in doubles, we can catch a fully evolved Mon and put the Amulet coin on that. And we can pretty quickly bang out like 4 gyms on this. I don't know if I should... Oh, escape ropes. Ooh, I think we should go in there with an escape rope. They cost a lot of money. A lot. It's a crazy amount of money because it's a super powerful item. And we can, like, avoid a rival fight if we get in a pickle late game. That's why it costs so much. It's really powerful. How many potions, max potions could I buy? 15? 10 of these for 25k and we'd have like 12k left over. I think we need to pre-buy some of these for late game too. Because I never go to the store to buy potions. It's always a problem. I guess we can keep the last 12-7. I could sell the regular potions. They're kind of pointless, but we also wouldn't get much money at 250. We don't really need the heal ball or the dust ball. We had the TM for Dragoness. That's when we were rocking Baxcalibur, but why do I have Starfberry? Oh, who cares? Alright. Let's get back in there and do another one. In the same recording. This is going to be kind of wild, but... I'm just feeling it, man. I love this game too much, and I don't want to go out that way. So let's do this. Let me switch around Gibble's order of the moves real quick. Just put them like that. Alright. Let's do this. I'll attach the Eviolite when I get in there. Okay. Terastallization Run attempt number 3. Here we go. Man. That was tough. But it's going to be a lot easier in doubles. And I meant to switch it last time back to doubles, but I forgot to. Ooh, this is tough too, because I feel like we can get a good Mon in the fighting route, like a good fighting type. But up top we got bug catching guy. You always get the juice at that one. Like, there's a very high chance to get like a fully evolved Mon, so I think I'm going bug catching route. It's too tempting not to do it. Pick up our max elixirs here. We could take a Numel. I could work with that. Numel and Torkoal. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, a Violite. Imagine we lose Gibble on the first route. Gotta pay attention, man. Alright, Torkoal and what else? This is the last thing. Wish Cache. Don't like this Mon, but it gives us a water type, I guess. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab the Torkoal as well. Put that Violite on real quick. That's right. Wish Cache does learn Dragon Dance. You know, TMs are reusable, so why not? Level 3 Barboach with Dragon Dance is crazy. No, Amulet Coin will go on Torkoal. We'll put the Violite on Gibble. Okay. On to the next one, man. That's all you can do is turn the page after you catch an L like that. It is what it is, man. Alright, I'll go ahead and add the sprites now at this point. And we'll start KOing a couple Numels to get up to level cap here, so. Let's go ahead and add Numel. Click Bulldoze. I don't think I have Barboach or Torkoal. Okay. So that gets everybody up to 12. The next one here will get us to the first level cap, which is 15. Where do I put these sprites? In this folder. Oh. Didn't mean to use Dragon Claw, but whatever. Barboach. Alright, and then any trainers we see on the route, we're going to go ahead and fight them too. Especially because you get to do like 2-on-1 battles at the beginning. So it'll make it a heck of a lot. Well, I mean, they're just free battles. It's not even about making it easier, but we really got to max that cash early on. Something we lost our Amulet Coin early in the run last time, in that second attempt. And that really hurt us there. So let's go ahead and put these moves on real quick, and then I'll add the last couple sprites, and we'll get after it. Oh yeah. Gibble don't need nothing. Water Pulse is better than Water Gun, why not? Okay. We're off and running, man. Let me add these real quick. Barboach and Torkoal. This game is just too good, man. It's too addicting. I can't put it down. We gotta start up another one. Welcome back, Jamie. Alright, we already know what the 3 Mons are. We caught them all. So now we're just looking for trainers to beat up. But usually in the first route, you're only gonna ever see like 1 or 2 of them. Man, like that last run too, the thing about the champion fight, right? It's always so hard because you never know what kind of cracked legendaries the champion's gonna have, but we knew exactly what the champion was gonna have because it was just Penny. All she ever got is the evolutions, I'm pretty sure, so. Oh, there's actually no trainers here. Having Salamence and Volcarona against a team of evolutions, I really like my chances there, but couldn't get it done. Okay, a steel type. I'd take an early Bisharp. We also can get all, like, the Iron Paradox Mons. Well, whichever ones are steel. No. I'm not using that thing, bro. Absolutely not. Earthworm is interesting. So is this thing, but they're both kind of bad. I don't really like the car either. Mawil's not bad, but we're not doing megas. Not a lot of great options here. We get 3 balls. We'll catch this Alolan Diglett real quick. Just going with the all ground type squad today. Obviously our Chaladon was the best Mon out of this list, but I just don't like that thing. Ooh. Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm trying to get to the King Gambit, but this is very tempting too. This is what I was hoping to find. First thing that popped in my head when I seen steel types, I said, give me the Bish. You already know. Takes forever to evolve, but it'll be worth it. See a Diglett. Ooh. That's tough. But also even worse in its base form than Pawniard. You never know. See? Crazy stuff pops up at the end, but they really want me to get our Chaladon. No way, bro. I was just hoping for like a fully evolved Mon, like a Paradox guy. Well, I say that as there's 2 fully evolved Mons on the screen, but we're going in there with the baby squad. We can go get the job done here. Not Bisharp. What was the kid called? Pawniard. Okay. Let's add this, and we're in there, man. This is the baby squad for the first gym. Can we get the job done? We'll see. Also, Mr. Wahey is... No way. No way out of everybody we pull Penny again of all possible rivals. What? Okay. I think we got a Wahey Camel Toe. Because we don't need 2 fire types. Oh. For $1,000 I'll trade your Pokemon, but I literally have no money. Hold on. Could I even get $1,000? If I sold the leftovers, yeah. We could probably get $1,000. Let me see. See, that's the kind of annoying thing about not finding a single trainer on like that first route. But if we kind of sell all the garbage we picked up, I bet you we can get there. I'm gonna keep the Lum and the Citrus though. Lefties would sell for a lot, 2K, but I don't want to sell that. These feathers add up really quickly, and actually it's more than enough. Alright. Let's Wahey the camel, and we just gotta fight with Gibble and Torkoal. She's only gonna have 2 EVs. Alright. Maybe we'll get something cool, though. Give us a Mewtwo for no reason, man. Come on. Trade 1. Numel. Alright. What do we got, man? We got a Voltorb. Nice. Alright, let's see what this can learn. Thunder Shock. We'll take it. Better than Screech, I guess. And Pawniard don't learn nothing. We already know that. Alright. Let's do this. I just gotta add the Voltorb over Numel there. She also gonna Terra one of those Eevees, but it's kind of whatever. Yeah, no Mewtwo here. Alright, we'll get some good cash off this. She might be kind of tough to beat, because I can't really spam Bulldoze. It's kind of the issue here, but we'll just go with Ember Dragon Claw into one of them and hope we pick the right one. Also, what Terra do we got on Gibble? I might as well Terra Dragon that thing then. Alright, let's do this. That's crazy, like, you know, we can go through the generations of all the rivals, right? Could have been Gary, could have been Silver, could have been Brandon or May. Multiple Gen 3 rivals that Same with like Gen 4 rivals. Gen 6, you have like 5 rivals you could pull, right? And like, what are the odds that we pull Penny back-to-back times? That's crazy. Just go ahead and double up into one of these. I don't know if she's gonna Terra off rip, but if she does, like a Terra normal attack is kind of sketch. And of course, we picked the wrong Eevee. Nice. I attacked the one that did not Terra. So the bigger threat is still on the field for an extra turn. What's it gonna do though, man? Covet's gonna hurt so bad. Please attack the turtle. Okay, good. Torkoal got a lot of defense, so you can take it. Okay. Never mind, we're good. Alright. How much money are we gonna get off this, though? I want to see something here. That's a great call, Zogo. That could be why. Even though 8,600, even though we did pull Bidet as the first rival, it obviously doesn't guarantee it. But I know what you're saying. It could be a higher likelihood, depending on which gimmicks we enable. That could definitely be a thing. Torment, we don't need. All right, let's go fight the first gym. We don't have any money to do anything else, so let's get in there, man. No more bug types, man. Quit giving me the bug types. Torkoal is the most optimal lead partner with Gible because, I mean, it's not great because of Bulldoze, but we don't want to Bulldoze anybody, really. And Torkoal's got the best stats because it's fully evolved Mon, so... Oh, right, we didn't even... I should have looked for a Drought Torkoal, or whatever. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna say... we get... water types right off the bat. And I'm gonna say Misty. What's up, Sebastian? Welcome in, man. Oh, it's Jazzy, alright. Steel types when we got... Well, we got Bulldoze, but we can't really click it alongside Torkoal. But we got Torkoal's Ember. Ember. It's crazy. Okay. Sandshrew and... Oh, Lowland Sandshrew and a freaking Skarmory. I guess we'll just Fire Fang Skarm and like Ember Sandshrew to one-shot it. A Skarmory's kind of shice though, like that's gonna hurt, man. Okay. That's pathetic damage, I know, but this should be enough, right? 4x fire attack is enough to get Sandshrew. And a Beldum, okay. She probably gonna Terra that Beldum. We'll Fire Fang it. Nah, we gotta double up on Skarm, actually. Skarm's gotta go, man. That's good, man. Well, welcome in. We just took a tough L in the Elite Four. We're starting a brand new run here. Oh, Terra Psychic, okay. If Beldum has Confusion and goes after Gible, that could finish it off. Don't do it, man. Okay, just has Tackle. Nice. Alright, well in this case we'll just Dragon Claw it. Actually, I'm gonna Terra Dragon Claw to hopefully do more damage. And we'll just Ember it. I don't know why it's showing our HP values. I don't know what button I clicked on the controller, but... I don't like that. I like the green bars better. That's fine. Almost a one-shot with the Terra Dragon Claw. Okay. Not bad. So getting Steel out the way early is good, too. I mean, I'm going to say that about a lot of gym leaders, but especially, like, any gym leader, I will reiterate that, if they pull Perma Weather in the second half. So, Steel types, just like Rock and Ground, those fights take place in Sandstorm, so they're tough. Wow, they're really kind of hoeing us on the routes, huh? I want to go play Game Show with you guys. So we'll do the Calm Verdant. See what we can find in here. Ugh. A Dreepy. Okay, that... Ninkata. Oh, these are 5 potatoes, man. Dreepy, we can't do the Dreepy route, though, because... it's such a good Mon, but... Look at what we have going right here. Having Dragapult, Garchomp, and King Gambit will be nice. But you know how hard it's going to be to get to that point? That's the issue there, because they all evolve super late, man. We need more mons like this that can help buy us time when we evolve the little potatoes. If you think about the types in the squad, we got a nice diverse squad here, right? We got a fire, water, grass core, okay? Then we also have a dragon ground type with Gibble, steel dark with Pawniard, and then we got an electric type too. This is pretty good coverage across the board. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't think we've ever used Banana Neck before, so... I gotta download the sprite real quick. Okay. So now we're good. The good news here is that... I don't want to fight these guys. I just use Dragon Claw or Fire Fang. We can already evolve into Gabite because the level cap before the second gym is 25, right? And Gibble evolves into Gabite at 24. So this will work out nicely here. Go for the Fire Fang. Although that was kind of dumb, because what if I missed Fire Fang? I'm trying to conserve some Dragon Claws, though. Let's look for, yeah, okay, Pokemon that are easier to one-shot. Because the Pumpkins actually got, like, halfway decent bulk for a Babymon. This does not. And neither does Nincada, so we'll just Fire Fang that thing, too. Or Declaw it. Then we'll be at 25. Oh, I gotta add the gym badge. I forgot. Then we'll be at 25 and we can evolve Gibble. Maybe some others too, I don't know. It actually lived that is crazy. Alright. Now we're moving, man. Now we're moving. Can anybody else evolve? No. I have no idea about Voltorb and Barboach. Alright, we got Gabite, though. Clean-ass Pokemon, man. Let's go. Okay. Where are the trainers, by the way? I need to make some cash, man. Now that we're also at the next level cap, we gotta do the thing with the moves real quick. Wow. Torkoal's moveset's pretty bad. Maybe I might switch my lead to Tropius instead. Okay, Electro Ball and Voltorb is actually usable. Better than Spark. Although Spark does have that 30% chance to para. Oh, Charge Beam? Sure. Better than Rollout. Eerie Impulse is usable because this is double battles. We don't need none of that. Wait, you already have... We caught this thing at level 10 and it already had Leaf Storm? What the heck? Huh. Okay. Pretty sure Leer actually hits both and doubles. I'm fairly positive on that. So we'll go ahead and take that over the other move. Now the question is, do we lead Torkoal or do we lead Tropius alongside? Because I gotta put the Amulet Coin on somebody. I think we lead this. Let's put it up here. Take the coin off Torkoal and give it to Banana Neck. Oops. There it is, Amulet Coin. Right? I know you're gonna see me use Gabite and that whole evolution line a lot because it's my favorite Pokemon of all time. That is a good point. It does bring back the memories of Unbound. You gotta find these trainers. You always want to be on the lookout for that rich kid, by the way. Because he gives like 10k if you beat him. The rich boy. And with Amulet Coin, you know, it doubles to like 20k. Can't find any trainers, though. You always want to make sure you beat them all up at the very beginning of a run. Because it's just free wins. Wow. Nobody again. Okay. What's up, Josh? Alright, we're gonna have a little fun here. Let's go to the game show. 3 different games we can play. Either what is that cry? Who's that Pokemon based off the silhouette? Or the boring one that's in regular Pokemon games, Voltorb Flip. Which is also fun, right? But we've all played Voltorb Flip plenty of times. We want to get a game that's exclusive to this. Either what's the cry or who's the mon. Okay, who's that Pokemon based on the silhouette? We got this, guys. Easy money. 6 rounds. You can quit whenever you want if you get a really good item. He'll change the prize in between every round, and he'll ask you, do you want to keep going or not, right? So, like if we get a Focus Sash or a Toy Scarf, maybe we stop. But more often than not, the items are pretty bad, and we just play all 6 rounds for fun. Let's do this. Yeah, no, this one's fun. This one's fun. Ooh, that's the Fire Monkey, right? Normally this is really easy, but if they give you something like that, that's actually kind of hard. I think that's Seer, the fire one. Okay, luckily bro doesn't give you all the okay. If he that would have been diabolical to put all 3 of them in here. Seer, Sage, and whatever the water one, Panpour. Okay, luckily they made that easy. Yeah, right, it's remember when they do like the pure circle, but it's like, no, it's Jigglypuff from above instead of Voltorb. Alright, 2 fairy gems kind of cracked, but honestly, we're just going all 6 rounds regardless. I don't care what the prize is. It's too fun. That is Satotl from Gen 9. Hippopotas is a crazy pull, by the way. More so I like to play this because I like to see what are the other options they give you, right? I mean, obviously, 99 times out of 100 they're not going to make any sense, but it's just funny to read them. That was definitely Satotl. Alright. What do we got, man? Oh, next round. 3 TRs for the move counter. No, thank you. But I just want to play. One of my top 5 favorite legendaries of all time, man. Tran. The GOAT. Shen Pao is crazy, by the way. And Simipour, they put another monkey on there. That's everybody's favorite lava frog. Tran. Okay. Now, round 4. 3 whipped dreams. Alright, what do we got? Hey, somebody get Pear on the phone, man. Ain't no way Beedrill just pulled up right here. That's crazy. And how you gonna disrespect Teddy Ursa by putting it on this list when you show a lame-ass Beedrill? Lechon. No, that's actually... Pear's gonna be excited if he ever sees that. Lock it in, man. Beedrill, I know, right? That's pretty funny. And see, this is why we play the game, right? Because you never know what's gonna pop up there. Fighting Memory, I'll never use that Pokemon anyway. That's Reveroom. That was tricky for a second. That's Reveroom. Mr. Rhyme and Eternatus are crazy. Alright. I mean, this is really, really easy. If, like, you could show me 1,000 silhouettes, I'll get them all, man, but... there's only a few things that would trip me up, like the monkeys or whatever. But those you can still distinguish them. Yeah, we're gonna end up getting a TM for Dark Pulse for our troubles here. But here you go, final round for the TM for Dark Pulse. Rookie D, lock it in, man, easy money. Again, it's just kind of funny to read all the options here, but you could have me type it in and not even, you know, give me multiple choice. I'm not gonna miss on any of the silhouettes. It's too easy, man. All right, we get the Dark Pulse though. That's not bad. Okay. By the way, the rival can show up here, and you'll never know. I've pulled rival fight before, but when you're down here playing the game show, you can't see the exit, and sometimes the rival is waiting here. So one of the other reasons why I pre-bought that escape rope, not for early game, but for late game. Okay. You guys want to have some fun? We're gonna have fun in this go around here. So go ahead in the next like 30 seconds or whatever, type as fast as you can in chat. Who are we gonna Wahey away for a randomized Pokemon? And just in case a couple people type different mons, I'll just pick whichever one gets like the most votes. But we're not Waheying Gabite. Everybody else is fair game. Okay. Nothing good yet with the berries. What about Nature Mint? Sometimes you get some good early mints. Yeah. Get a couple of those real quick. I'll also take a second to go sell off some stuff, give you guys a moment to tell me who you want to trade in for a randomized Mon. Adamant's pulling him this early is great, though. We'll start selling off the feathers. I never use none of this garbage. We have 3 full heals and 3 Malasadas. That's enough for the whole run. Oh, and also 3 heal powders, so we'll go ahead and sell all these, too. Wow, actually, two votes for Voltorb. Okay, done. Easy money. I'd have figured there'd have been a few people picking, like, different Mons, but that was a very quick consensus there on the Pokeball. I'm down. Also, we gotta sell off Pin Missile. No, thank you. Alright, let's do it, let's do it. Let me just make sure the bro's not holding a item. He's not. Okay. Hello, Mr. Wahey. Let's do this, man. Trade 1. Voltorb. Give me the Heatran that we just saw in the minigame, man. Come on. We've got legendaries before. Snivy. I could work with that. Yeah. Well, right into a Servine, too. Okay. Could work with this. Interesting. Let me also download Superior Sprite while I'm in here. That's cool. Hell yeah. Does it? It just has Overgrow? Okay. Interesting. I like that. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Although, because it's still a Servine, I still think we lead Tropius, though. And we won't bust that out till it's fully evolved. Although, it might have better offensive stats than Tropius, but probably not. I don't want it to get KO'd this early. Also, Lax Nature's trash, but yeah, see, it doesn't have the bulk that Tropius has, and it is slightly weaker too. All right. By the way, what did we get for this Pawniard Quirky? 0 attack IV. I might just sack this thing, actually. Because it's, you know, if we had a 31 attack IV, I would take it easy with this guy, but we could still get by with 0 attack IV, but if push comes to shove, I'm probably going to sack that. That's really bad. Okay. 1 type down. 17 types still on the board. If y'all want to get your guess in for who are we going to get as the second gym leader here. 1 point if you get the type correct. 2 additional bonus points if you guess the actual gym leader within that type that you got. So you could get up to 3 points. Keep track at home along the way, but I didn't get a point in the first round because I said water with Misty. I'm going to say grass types. And what generation? I'm going to go to Gen 4, and I'm going to say Gardenia as the grass type specialist that will show up right here. Okay, yeah. Get him in. We don't need to do Chansey level up because we're already at the cap of 25. So Tropius got the coin, Gabite got the Eviolite, and let's check the moves real quick. Honestly, Dragon Breath is more useful than Tackle because we might get a 30% chance to para. Those moves are terrible, but I gotta remember we're playing doubles. Razor Leaf hits both, right? I don't know if Magical Leaf hits both. I don't think it does. Servine ain't got much here. Barboach is just whatever. Do we go for Flame Wheel like over... I'm never gonna click Withdraw. Wait a minute. We could go Protect and then still Bulldoze on the same turn. Because I can Protect Torkoal while I Bulldoze with Gabite. Okay. Alright, let's get in there. Show me Gardenia. Who is that? Oh, that's the... This is the dragon guy from Gen 9. I thought this was a Hawlucha at first. Bro looked like he was wearing a yellow mask. But it's just his hair. This is Hassel, the Dragon-type Elite Four member from Paldea in Gen 9. Okay. I don't know about this Gabite lead, but it just depends how offensively threatening are his lead mons here. It's pretty cool looking. It's cool to see like gym leaders from future gens and Elite Four members like actually have a sprite like this, you know, instead of a 3D model. That's pretty cool. Aksu and Tatsugiri. I mean, these matchups aren't that bad unless somebody like Terras to live a hit. I could also Terra Dragon and just bone Tatsugiri in one hit. But this might be a situation where we just sack Pawniard like I was talking about. But besides Gabite, like, we have no way to damage Dragon types. This is kind of tough, actually. Because we are a Terra Dragon, that would help offensively, but not help us at all defensively. If I was Terra Ground, that'd be a little bit better here. I think I go for it. I think I Terra and I attack, but it's just a question into who. Tatsu's the bigger threat offensively, but it would also probably get KO'd to a Leaf Storm, potentially. We could try to Stomp Flinch Aksu, actually. I don't hate that play. Let's do it. We can live a hit, but like we might not live a double up, depending on the movesets they have, right? But there's no way you should live this, right? Okay. Never mind, we're good. I didn't want to lose Gabite already, man. That would have been tragic. See, he does have D-Claw. So, like, you see what I mean? Like, if the little sushi guy gets a hit off... Oh, Cyclizar is going to be faster than Gabite. We got to get out of here. If little sushi guy got a hit off into Gabite, we get boned by that Dragon Claw. That did huge damage. Let's go out to Pawniard here. Yikes, man. Also, we're going to Leer. I know this sounds weird, but... Okay. This is getting a little stinky in Gym 2. It happens sometimes. Until you start evolving your Pokemon, it's risky, man. It's risky. Terra Normal, though. Okay. We live that. Also, your last Pokemon, so you can't switch out to like you didn't have White Herb, so you can't switch out to reset that. You switched it up and went for Crunch. Okay. Death Drop's annoying, but doesn't really matter. Now, what we do here is probably Metal Claw Cyclizar, see if we can get it off. And now, because I Leered, I think Stomp might actually take out Aksu. But in this case, we could also just Magical Leaf. Aksu doing a lot of damage, but I could deal with it. Cyclizar used Taunt, that don't matter, I'm attacking. There is a lot of green up in here. Alright, Cyclizar is dead if we connect Leaf Storm, which we do. Now, can Aksu take out Pawniard at -1? Yeah, probably, but again, Pawniard's the GOAT, but not with 0 attack IV, so... Scary faces. Hassel's throwing. We're good. We don't even need to risk Metal Claw miss, because Scratch plus Stomp is more than enough to take it out after that Leer. Alright. We tanked that, man. Can't shake the bananas off my neck. This is a good prequel, if you will, into DK later tonight on stream, but... Alright, we got 4 bands off that guy. We'll take it. And the second badge. Okay, Steel and Dragon out the way. Not horrible. All things considered. Those are tough types to damage. Game Show again is crazy. Also, what's going on with the routes, man? We haven't had many options for routes here. We could go dark and try to get a better Bishka. I don't really want to go poison, man. Poison's kind of ass. Let's go dark and then maybe play Game Show again. And now we finally got trainers too. Good, but let's go get to level cap first. And then we'll beat him up for the money. Spiritomb, Zora, and there'll be one other Mon here. Snubble. Do we have anybody that can surf? Well, Barboach, if it evolves, I think. Because don't forget, we do have access to surf in the overworld, right? So we can get a really, really powerful Pokemon. Only one of them here, but... Do we go with Zorua? I mean, to be honest, I'm going to get level cap first, but... Like, this Pokemon is nowhere near as good as Bisharp and King Gambit, but... I don't know, it does learn some interesting moves. And remember, we also got that TM for Dark Pulse. I don't know when the heck Wishcash evolves, but I'm hoping it's by 35. Because then we might be able to surf in the water. Okay, it can evolve now. I want to know who's our water encounter. We won't know them both, right? But we'll at least know one. Again, if it can surf, I actually don't know. So let's evolve this thing and then check the Pokédex and see if it's a rideable Mon. But even though this Mon gets Dragon Dance, it's terrible. So we're probably going to toss it anyway. So from this route, assuming again we can surf. Yeah, we can. But we're only going to learn about one of our... Ninja, what's up, my friend? How you doing, man? We're only going to learn about one of our 2 water encounters here, right? Because we have to pull a calm route to see who the second one is. But if we were playing singles, Cloyster's an absolute monster. I mean, it's still better than Wishcash. So we probably go that route. Ninja, you're arriving at a perfect time today, by the way, because... we are about to go play the game show, and you are very, very good at the Who's That Cry at that game, so it's good to see you, though. Okay, let's go ahead and swap Pawniard for Zorua. I understand that's a crazy take, but I'm only doing it because we got that 0 attack IV. Pataya is good, but Qualot is not. Okay. Let's go run around here. I'll grab that Nature Mint later. We could also use the when the heck does this thing evolve, by the way? Oh, okay, level 30. So we can actually evolve this right now. But we can use the TM for Dark Pulse, and we just picked up a Timid Mint as well, so it's getting there. So we take out one of these, it'll get the other Zora we just caught up to 35. We can evolve it. I know, right? You're not just really good at it, you're the GOAT when it comes to that game. Okay, so let's evolve this. Let me go download the sprite. Zoroark. Now we could also give this thing the amulet coin and lead off with it. That's interesting. Night Slash no, because we got that TM for Dark Pulse. We can also just relearn it, but let's see what kind of IVs we got on it. Oh, 29 special attack. That's pretty bad everywhere else, but that's okay. We can also use a Timid Mint. And I kind of like the idea of putting this thing up front. And it's just, what do we disguise it as, you know? Let's give it the amulet coin as well. And then we'll adjust the movesets here and fight these trainers, so. Wishcash, I guess we can use. Hold on, Zoroark. Let me finish saving the sprite here. Let me add it. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Okay. Oh, we need to evolve Barboach as well. We gotta figure out who to evolve. No, not Barboach, Wishcash. Do you not spell Wishcash? Oh, it's WH? I typed in WISH and it didn't show up. No, Ninja, that's not at all what happened. I didn't do it. Somebody else did. And I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that. Until recently, and I undid that. I apologize for that. I did not know that it happened. Okay. Let's see. So who do we want Zoroark disguised as? If it's alongside Gabite. Try to, like, redirect attacks away from Gabite. Let me see what else it has. Oh, U-turn's not bad. A little, like, Taunt, Dark Pulse, Knock, U-turn. Fake Tears is actually also very good. Paired alongside a special attacker. Servine's got that Leaf Blade. Wishcash got that Muddy Water. But we also have Dragon Dance. I don't even want to use that thing anyway. Wide Guard Tropius? Interesting. Lava Plume is way better. Interesting. Okay. We can do some things here, so I guess Torkoal's the one in the back, right? So that's who Zoroark could be disguised as. But I think I'd rather have it disguised as it's also going to confuse me, but when I see the attacks, I'll figure it out. I want to disguise it as no. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Hold on. We got to put Tropius on the bottom of the party, and then put Zoroark in the 2-hole. Okay. Let me teach this thing Dark Pulse because they are reusable TMs. And then we go fight these 2 trainers finally, after I use a Timid Mint. Okay. We don't need Scary Face. Alright. Now we're good. Let's go try to dominate here. But the reason we want that thing in front, Zoroark, is especially because of the amulet coin. That's who's holding it. We gotta maximize our cash flow here. Sorry that took so long. I forgot the Timid Mint too, but yeah, see, it's gonna confuse me when I keep seeing Tropius there. But that's fine. Dragon Claw don't even matter because Dark Pulse is about to one-shot this thing anyway. My opponent's like, wait, Tropius used Dark Pulse. What is happening here? I want to see if I can trick the AI into 10,000 on... Dude. I'm trying to think of a better lead to like, trick the AI as to... not only on what moves they're going to click, obviously, but it's more so about who we're going to pull as the gym leader. Because I swear that this game... I don't know this for a fact. But I swear that this game adjusts the gym leader to give you a hard time based on, like, who's your team when you first walk in there and, like, load into the area. I swear they'd be switching it in real time, man. Both these mons suck, so I'm not worried about getting taken out. Just double up into them. Because, like, for example, if I walk in there with Tropius Gabite as my lead, we're probably going to pull the Ice Gym Leader, you know, or Fairy or something like that. And so I'm trying to use that to my advantage and then position Zoroark to be able to take him out. I can't go for Bulldoze here. So it's kind of like, it's a little cat and mouse game between me and the AI here within the game. I gotta put like a fighting type in the lead is kind of what I'm getting at, to try to trick the game into doing a ghost or psychic gym leader, right? And then Zoroark just goes crazy at that point. Pear, you just missed it about 15 minutes ago, man. We were playing, welcome in, by the way. I hope you're having a nice weekend. We were playing Who's That Pokemon with the blacked out silhouettes, and it was actually a Beedrill silhouette. You would have lost it, bro. It was pretty epic. You'll still see it, you know, after the fact, but... Well, that's a great question. Besides Garchomp, who are some of my other favorites? Well, to round out my top 5, Garchomp's number 1, but the rest of the top 5 is, let's speed up this scrub too. In no particular order, because I forget the order. I change it around every now and then, but... But also in my top 5 besides Garchomp is definitely going to be Golden Go, Slowbro, Arcanine, and the Bear, Ursaluna. Those are my 5 favorite Pokemon of all time. Aerodactyl could have Ice Fang. I gotta pay attention here. So let's actually double up into it. Okay. The other bird is going for the Pterodactyl Terastallization here. Terra normal? Okay. Okay, just goes for Crunch. We're good. Although, like a Terra normal slash could mess me up. Besides that, though, some of the other Pokemon, my favorites, like in the top 10, I love Mamoswine and Magnezone as well. I mean, I could go on and on about a bunch of Pokemon that I love, but one Mon that I'll say that is creeping up the list very fast is Annihilape. I've always been a big fan of Mankey and Primeape ever since, you know, I was a kid playing Blue version, but Annihilape, oh, such a sick Pokemon, man. They did a great job with that one. Great idea, you know, great typing. But I did make a video a few months back about my actual, like, top 20. I don't know if you'd be able to find it. You might have to scroll back forever on the YouTube channel, but it is up there. No, we're about to go in there right now, Ninja. We just got to get off this route. It's coming up right now, though. I'm just going to Potion Gabite before the next gym fight. Okay, here we go. Well, again, it's only a 33% chance. We don't know which of the 3 games we're going to pull, but let's hope we play Who's That Cry. Let's see what it is. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Ah, we're doing the silhouettes again. Okay. This is so easy, though. I'm telling you right now. They could show me all 1,000+ silhouettes. I'll get them all, man. I guarantee you. But I'm not very good with the cries. That's where Ninja is the MVP. This is so easy, though. Right on. Again, it's more so fun. We just did this, though, pair, and one of the 6 was Beedrill's silhouette. That's too easy, man. What's up, Deej? Welcome in, bro. Yeah, easy money right here. We're going all 6 rounds just for fun. Especially if we're going to get garbage prizes like that. Alright, round 2. Lillipup. Easy. Bang. We're going to speedrun this one. Especially because I don't want a Luminous Moss. Alright. Round 3. More lull. Where's it at? Boom. Right there. This is fun. This is fun, but it's like, it's just... With as big of a Pokemon nerd as I am, it's just too easy for me. I ain't gonna miss any of these. The bug memory's crazy. Don't want that either. That's Hariyama, but it could be Iron Hands. You know. Okay. Luckily, Iron Hands was not an option. See, it's only stuff like that you might get me, right? But that's an easy Hariyama. Yeah. Just want to make sure Hands wasn't in the list there. 2 more, man. 2 more. What do we got? Don't care about the Cherish Balls. Galvantula, one of my favorite bug types. I don't like bug types. Besides like Scizor, Galvantula, and Volcarona. This is definitely one of my favorite bugs. Iron Thorns is a crazy pull. Imagine if somebody didn't know and just clicked on Cleffa. You know. I don't know. If somebody out there would have clicked Cleffa, you're crazy. That's definitely Galvantula. Alright. 6th and final round. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to end up winning 4 TRs for Rock Polish. Wonderful. Let's do it. Round 6. Ooh, that is the base form of the snow. I don't know the name of this guy, though. I mean, I doubt they're going to put all of them on the list, but... Okay, Vanillite. I always get confused with Vanillite, Vanillish, and Vanillux, right? All 3 of them in the evolution line start with Vanille. So it's kind of confusing, but... Okay, Vanilla. I was actually going to call it Vanillish. That must be the middle form, then. Alright. Easy, man. Nice refreshing ice cream cone. Okay. There's our 4 copies of Rock Polish. Nice. Anyway. I don't know if either one of these have a better odds to pull Mr. Wahey guy. But let's just go to the full rest up. See if he's here. He's not, because I think normally he stands right here. Alright, well, we're at the level cap for the next gym of 35. Let's see if we can get some better mints. I don't really want to spend the money on Hasty unless there's somebody like really needs it. What do we got for the squad here? Zoroark I never used the Timid Mint on. And Servine is lax, which is terrible, but we found a lot of mints on that route. The one with the Zoruas, so... Let's go ahead and use the Timid onto Zoroark. The other three Mons, you know, let's be honest here. Wishcash, Torkoal, Tropius, I'm not really invested in those guys. So we'll go ahead and probably go Calm Servine. Until I get something better. That's fine. Yeah, Deej, that's a great call. If Vanilla got like regional forms. Yeah. Or even not regional forms, but more so like, what's the pastry Pokemon, the fairy one from Gen 8? If it had like a strawberry sweet and like a blueberry sweet for vanilla. What if they had like Vanillite with like a chocolate drizzle on it? That would be kind of cool. Okay, let's actually buy some Terra Shards while we're here. It is better we came here for the shards. Ghost, Grass, Ground, Ice, and Steel. Terra Blast on Superior, by the way, could go kind of hard. Again, I love me a Terra Fire Garchomp, but we could go Terra Steel for now. I still think I buy a Terra Steel and a Terra Ground, and a Terra Ghost. Like, Ghost and Steel are very, very good Terra types. Both of them. Terra Ground's not like a great one, but it would help Chomp. We can get rid of our... I don't know. Yeah, Alcremie. Thank you, Ninja. Alright. Let's spend the rest of the money on like move tutor stuff and also go see what kind of hold items we can pull here. AV is so good. We don't need an AV right now, but it's such a good item. And we got a decent amount of cash, so I think I'm gonna buy it. Rocky Helmet. I love the Rocky Helmet, man. Goggles? Goggles pretty good. Let me go ahead and get an AV as well. Okay. Also, does Bro up top, is he selling the hidden ability thing yet? And do we need any Evo items? We don't. Okay. No. They're all the way at the bottom if he's selling the ability caps and patches. Alright. Let's see what we can do in terms of juicing up the movesets here. Yeah, you are. You were good with the silhouettes too. Absolutely. I mean, I guess we could put SD on this guy now, right? There's really no point to... Dragon Breath was just there as a joke. In case I was really desperate for a para. What do we get with this guy here? Grass Knot in case we pull water. We pulled Hidden Power Rock. Okay. Hyper Voice hits both. We could also do an interesting little Terra Blast with this guy. Again, I don't really know how much, like how long Zoroark is gonna last though, because it's a pretty frail mon. Terra Blast costs 3k. I mean, we have the cash for it, but we just didn't give it a Terra type yet. I think I'm just gonna pay the money for Hyper Voice. Oh, Snarl. We don't need Hyper Voice. We go Snarl because it hits both and it drops a special attack on both. That could help us. That could help us actually. Okay. I like this. Hidden Power Fighting on Servine. That's interesting. It's not bad. It's not bad. It would help us beat Steel types right after we give ourselves a boost from You know, would have loved Hidden Power Ice or whatever, but that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. And then we can also Terra Blast this guy too, right? We can get our boost with Leaf Storm after we make this thing contrary, and go Terra Blast plus HP Fire, HP Fighting. That's not bad. Let's wait and evolve it first, though. But I kind of like where that's headed. Okay. Again, these items are all really, really good, but I don't really want to throw them on the mons that I'm not too into saving here, so... We're going to go in there and battle the third gym leader. I'll show you guys the trainer card real quick so you can get your guesses in. 16 types still on the board. We've only got through Steel and Dragon. So any of the other 16 types are still available. And Paul is the... Well, we were talking about Paul before, but I don't really know who that guy is. Also, can I buy Flamethrower? Oh, it's a TR. We got to buy a copy of Flamethrower. Alright. I thought that was a TM where it'd be a lot more expensive. I just heard Paul's really shiesty and likes to battle, but I still haven't watched the anime to see that. I want Flamethrower for Zoroark, that's what I was going for here. Again, I don't know how we even really fit this on the set. We could take off U-turn, but... I think I'd only spam knock if it was like singles. Only because we're playing doubles, I'm going to keep Snarl over knock. But yeah, at some point I'm going to have to watch some clips of the anime and see. I've only ever seen a couple of them. But I gotta hear about this Paul guy, or see him in action. He lives up to it. Alright, I'm just going to lead Gabite Zoroark and kind of hope for the best. We could Terra Steel Chomp for now. Where are the Terra Shards at? Right in here. Or we could Terra Ghost. I don't think I need this yet. Like, if we end up pulling an Ice Trainer, I'm just gonna swap out the Torkoal. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And we're at level cap, right? Yeah, 35. Okay. Here we go. I gotta make a prediction, though. I'm kind of feeling electric types for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe fighting? Again, 1 point if you get the typing correct of the gym leader. 2 additional bonus points for a possible of total 3 if you get the gym leader correct as well. But still 1 point if you get the type right. So 16 out of the 18 types are still on the board. It's very hard at this point, but... Yeah, a Violet's still on Gabite. Once we evolve into Chomp, then we'll go ahead and do like a Lumberry or whatever. Or, you know, Rocky Helmet. A bunch of options. I'm gonna say it's electric types with my boy Surge. Kind of feeling it. Oh, that's another good option for electric types. Unova. Yeah, when are we gonna see Morty, dude? Morty's so cool. We're not gonna see him today yet in the egg lock after this, but Morty's a cool gym leader and we never see him in this game. It's Flannery. Wait a minute. Zogo got 3 points. No shot, bro. Nice pull. You got it, you got it. Okay. We get fire types out the way so we don't have to deal with Perma Sun later, which is nice. And she's got both the fire turtles. Interesting. Well, I wish this was the real Tropius, because I would just sit here and click, I think I'm still going to click Bulldoze, actually. Or do we need to get rid of Turt? We need to get rid of Turt, actually. So why would I not want a Terra? I don't need a Terra. Well, Terra gives me an extra boost, but I think if we go, like... I should probably actually just Snarl. I want to Dark Pulse Turt and try to get it off the field, but... Wow, what if bro already has Draco Meteor, right? I don't know. And I don't really want to find out the hard way. So we go Wish Cash and we Snarl here. It's the safest play. Yeah, what are the odds Flannery is leading with both the fire turtles? It's kind of funny. Okay, looks like we double connect. That's really good damage out of Zoroark there. White Herb. White Herb indicates it does have Draco Meteor. So, good switch. We would have just lost Gabite. But you go Fire Blast into it, thinking this is a Tropius. Yeah, Zoroark didn't last too long. Damn it. There goes our amulet coin, too. Damn, bro. Zoroark just got barbecued. Okay. Pain. Mainly because we lost the amulet coin, but see you later, Zoroark. Damn. Okay. Well, we should be able to outspeed it, right? And take it out with, I thought it was going to go Dragon Move. I didn't think it'd go Sun Boosted Fire Blast. White Herb also saved his ass, too. We just go Gabite now. And, I just don't know if he's going to go for the whole Shell Trap deal. That was tough. Zoroark could have been fun to use. I probably should have put a better ground type attack. Because again, since the sun is up, like Water Pulse ain't gonna do much. It still does more to Torkoal, but I want to get rid of Turtonator, man. A Dragon Claw from this range I think will get rid of Turtonator, but I'm very concerned about the Draco Meteor. Only because he had White Herb, right? If he was just Dragon Pulse, he probably doesn't be... He's probably not packing White Herb. So we Mud Slap this and also Dragon Claw it. That should be enough to get it. I'm gonna roll the dice. This is a really bad idea though, because he does have good Fizz Def. Okay, it's enough to get him. Okay. That was a Giga threat right there. If we were a Garchomp, it's fine, but we're just a Gabite. Para would be annoying, but we can work around it. Why did I even say it? Okay. Damn it. Alright, alright. What other fire types you got? Larvesta? That's fine. It's just a Larvesta. Alright, we'll finish you off with a Mud Slap, and we'll go ahead and just Dragon Claw Larvesta. That's alright, too. Struggle Bug is funny. Dropping special attack. Okay, do you live this? Probably. We get a crit. I'll take it. Okay, Torkoal's whatever. We take it out whenever we want. What is your Terramon in the back here? What's your ace? Panseer? Are you serious? Alright. Now I can Terra Dragon and just blow this thing up. Died to Larvesta because it's spamming Morning Sun? That's crazy. Oh, man. That's wild. And also, like, very frustrating. I've been there, though. I've been there. Alright, Torkoal's gone. We just gotta deal with this Terra Fire guy, which, if we connect D-Claw, we're gonna blow this thing up, and it's can't even damage us. That's kind of funny to go from a double turtle lead and a very powerful turtles, right, with Turtonator. And, I'm actually surprised he lived that. Turtonator, Torkoal lead, into having a Larvesta and a Panseer in the back. That's nasty work. We live that too, man. I don't even care if you crit it. Alright, game over. No, that should be the new one. I updated it yesterday. It should work. Again, I'm bad with technology though, so who knows. Alright, there's the third gym badge. Let's update that real quick. Packed up, Flannery. 3 points for Zogoat, by the way, though. Don't sleep on that. Bro's in the lead here. Also, Shadow did say Blaine, right? So Shadow still gets 1 point because of, finally a Calm Route. Shadow gets a point because he got the fire types correct. Okay. I don't care about the PC. We're going to the bug catching contest, but... Oh, T-Tar's here. Well, it's by far and away the best of these 4 Mons. This is a Calm Route, so there's one more Mon we have not seen yet. That's a Smoochum. Do I have anybody that can jump ledges? No. Okay. T-Tar alongside Chomp. Like, we need T-Tar to set sand, right? Gotta have one of those. Smoochum? I think we rock Smoochum too, if I'm being real. I'll try a Great Ball, but I think this thing has a bad catch rate. We might need some Ultra Balls here. Okay. Yeah, T-Tar is an absolute unit, man. Great Mon. And one of the most important things in Rogue is you gotta have a weather setter, because the gym leaders in the second half, bro, if you don't have the weather setter, and you can't change their weather, sometimes it's a little too much to overcome. So we're definitely putting Smoochum on the team too. Just a question of like Tropius, Torkoal, Wishcat. Like we could toss all three of them. We toss one of these three now for Smoochum, probably Tropius, and we're gonna toss another one. We gotta see who our other water encounter is here besides Cloyster. But we're also gonna get something else at the bug catching contest after this, so yeah. No, I know Smoochum's your goat. That's why we gotta use it. T-Tar was your starter in Unbound. That's fire. So good. I loved how all three of the starter mons in Unbound were just goated pseudo legendaries. That made it really, really fun. Okay, let's do this. We need the Smooch. Is this gonna be our Schween, Jamie? Or is that somebody else? I need you guys for the nicknames, by the way, man. Let me know if you think of something good for the nicknames here. Let me start adding some sprites. Why are we not catching this? Also, after a fake tears, we now get KO'd to Psychic. Is this like a modest Smooch? What's going on right here? I don't even know if it lives a Magical Leaf. I'm just going to keep throwing Pokeballs at full health, but... Alright, we're going for Magical Leaf. I need to chip this thing. Okay. It just broke out of 3 Great Balls. Like, what are... Okay. Before I go crazy, start adding sprites. We need... we need to make sure we catch that thing. Tropius, see you later. We got a better grass type with Serp. Okay, okay. Now we go KO because some of these scrubs get some more levels. Oh, this can evolve as well. Okay. Wonder if we'll get Marshadow back. I know, I can't believe Marshadow got KO'd earlier. Alright, who can get some easy KOs? Well, Pupitar, probably if it has Crunch, but... let's just go for Dragon Claw into some of these aliens here. Because I think now we can go to 45, right? We should be able to one-shot these scrubs. Really? Now, we won't be able to get Garchomp T-Tar until after the next gym, but that's alright. The rest of this route, I'm really curious about who is our other water encounter. Pi what? 3.14? What are we talking about? Are you talking about like a nickname for Smoochum? Sugar Pie, Sugar Lips, Sugar Tits? Where are we going here? Let's also bulldoze one of these pancakes here. What do you guys want to call that thing? Also, Matthews, what do you got there? You got an Alpha Shiny? Oh, that's fire, dude. What was it? I was actually trying to hunt for an Alpha Shiny yesterday. Charmander, but I didn't find it. Hoochum? Alright, let's go ahead and evolve and then start adjusting some of these sprites here. We can have the Serp now, which is fire. I do have that sprite. We gotta fill the empty hole and get rid of, and no, not Torkoal. Tropius. Alright. Let's put T-Tar down there, and we'll put Jinx over here. Yeah, Ninja's right though, like Jinx Jinx would be way better in singles. It's not going to be very good in doubles, but we can kind of be annoying to our opponent. Especially if we get some like spread moves, like Icy Wind would be really good. I think Jinx learns Fake Tears. What does it come with? It has Fake Tears. Okay. Fake Tears is really, really good. We need another move over. I'm never gonna click Sing, but we'll deal with that later. By the way, I have a feeling we might run into Penny here on this route, so let's walk around a little bit. Try to bob and weave all these wild mons here as we grab some items too. I'm kind of sad that we lost the amulet coin though, I'm not gonna lie. Because Zoroark was holding it. Oh yeah, we gotta mint the babies that we just caught too. Whatever, we'll encounter it. Oh, you got an Alpha T-Tar? That's so fire. Yeah, that's true, Ninja. Lovely Kiss is better than Sing. Alright, we're gonna go jump in the water here and figure out who, besides Shelder, is our other water encounter for this entire run. So we have access to unlimited Shelders. Which is cracked, but who's the other option here? It could be something like Dracovish, right? It's just any water type. But we gotta do this on the calm route to see who the other Pokemon is. Okay, well. Great. At least we can get Shelders on every route that has water. But it's only the calm route where we can grab Barbs. Why would we ever use that garbage, though? Okay. Let's get out of here. Shiny blocks? No, I've never, like, utilized the blocks in this. I'm surprised there's no trainers. Gotta make sure I don't run into the wild mons here. Yeah, I should probably try utilizing the blocks at some point. I never do. Kyogre's in the pond. You got me excited there. Now, we're not off the route yet. We have to get to the top left corner over there. And we've only seen Penny once, so I'm kind of feeling it that Penny's gonna be here again. So if that's the case, we'll potion up and our 5th rock polish. Nice. She's actually not here. Yeah, right. It would be pretty easy to pull shinies. Even with like never using the blocks and whatnot, I've seen so many shinies pop up just randomly. Like if we hang out on a route for long enough, they'll show up. Yeah, right. They are pretty easy though with the chain killing. Okay. So let's get out of here. Let's go to the bug catching contest and swap either Wishcash or Torkoal. Realistically, I should just go get a Cloyster, but whatever. Cloyster's way better than Wishcash. And we'll just potion up before the 4th gym leader. We don't need anything good from the we haven't lost anybody good yet, so don't need that. Give me like a crazy water type here. Ice? Well, we have a good ice type in Jinx, but there's a lot of better ones. Yeah, same with ZA. Especially when you get like a shiny level 3 donut. Okay, that's not Dracovish. That's the other one. But this is ice, so we're not gonna see Dracovish. Like, so I actually, on my day off yesterday, I actually booted up ZA. And I caught 2 shiny Heracrosses in the same, like, thing. So if anybody wants a shiny Heracross, I have 2 of them up for trade. Ooh! That's way better than Jinx. I know Jamie likes Jinx and Smooch him, but I'm trying to win, man. We'll catch this and see what else pops up. We'll still keep Jinx. I'm gonna replace either Wishcash or Torkoal here, but let me see what else pops up. It's just a bunch of like mid ice types, bro. Like, where's the good ones? No. I do like bears, but that bear's not that good. It's too damn slow. Okay, it looks like Weavile's gonna be the winner here. So, is this one any good? 7 attack, 5 speed. Can't get much worse than that. Let's catch the other one. Yeah, Weavile's a great mon. But yeah, if anybody does like shiny Heracross, the pink Heracross, I caught 2 of them yesterday in Legends ZA. 1 male, 1 female. So if you would like a shiny Heracross, let me know. I'll trade it to you. I just run around to catch alphas and stuff. I use like the donuts that give me like a +3 alpha boost and also like a +3 shiny boost. I don't know if I caught any other shinies yesterday though. This one's really not much better. But we'll take it over Torkoal. And I still need to hold on to Wishcash to surf around. Just in case, like, we don't want to get into position where we need to go, like, catch a Cloyster and don't have the option to surf. So I'm going to hold Wishcash as long as I can. We're just going to dump Torkoal. Alright. Let's go take on the 4th gym leader, and that's probably going to do it for this session of Rogue. We're still going to stream for a lot longer today, but... Okay, Wahei's not here, and neither is Penny. And we don't even need to use potions, because we got this. Let's swap Torkoal for Weavile. Okay. Oh, I initiated the heal again. Quick check for Nature Mints. But honestly, we got a lot of decent ones, so... Let's buy a Timid. Because we got it... We don't actually have that much cash. Let's take a moment and do this thing again. Sell off everything we don't need. Only because I'm never going to use this stuff, and it's just pointless to leave it in the bag, because I know I'm never going to use a lot of these things. So I won't liquidate it all, because it takes a lot of time, but... Just stuff that doesn't really work. Like dive balls, we can't go to the ocean floor, so... No point. Next, we're going over to Pokemon Heart Gold, and we're going to continue something we started last weekend, which is a egg lock. Really, really fun. All we did was play up to Violet City and take down Faulkner in the first gym, so today we're going to go all the way down to Azalea Town, beat the 2nd gym leader Bugsy, and then travel all the way up to Goldenrod City, and then we'll probably save the progress at that point. It's going to be fun, because basically, it's a Nuzlocke, right? But instead of using the wild Pokemon that we catch them and then we swap them out for an egg in the box. There's a bunch of eggs that were submitted by everybody. Oh, great call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Change to Superior's icon. Thank you, Ninja. Good call, good call. Alright, we can also do another once-over for everybody's moves. We might as well take Giga Drain over Mega Drain. Slam's also garbage. I'll take Coil over Slam. And in that case, we can put Leaf Blade on it. I mean, Coil's safe until we get Contrary, right? This moveset's kind of bad. I don't need Leech in a double battle. EQ? Well, EQ is what we need over Mudslap, but we don't have anybody that can dodge an EQ, and I don't have Protect. We might as well take Lovely Kiss over Sing, that is correct. We unfortunately are stuck with Ice Punch. Although Powder Snow might do more, right? Huh. Powder Snow is actually going to do more, because of the difference between our special attack and physical attack. So forget it, we don't need Ice Punch. Pupitar's got some juice here. Doubles. We'll go with Tantrum Rock Slide, because we're doing doubles. Over EQ and, we don't need Screech either. Payback, Rock Throw, Tackle, Iron Defense. I guess, yeah, Smackdown's fine. Oh yeah. And then Weavile. Then we're just gonna rip a couple adamant mints or whatever kind of mints we got, and then we're in there. Weavile's not gonna have the greatest level up moves either. I think we need to get Knock from like the tutor. Most really bad moves actually. Icy Wind in a weird way is still usable. There's no point to have Fury Swipes or Metal Claw, so. We'll take this and we'll take Assurance as well, but it's not great. Okay. Then we're just gonna do a couple mints and we're in there. Let's party. Could also start attaching some of these items too, like... Oh, did I put T-Tar? My bad. You guys might have already typed that too, but... You like how I just loaded up T-Tar Sprite? I forgot about Pupitar. That's pretty funny. We'll go ahead and still give this thing the AV though. That's my bad, let me fix that right now. I got so excited, man. I just loaded up that Sprite, kept going. My bad. Okay, did Pupitar have 4 attacks though? It does, so it can utilize AV. Perfect. Rocky helmets. How about on Serp? Serp could use a helmet. Lefties, I don't really even want to put lefties on anybody because it's only good on Wishcash, and if Wishcash goes down, we lose the leftovers. So, what's the point of having lefties on Jinx and Weavile? But we'll give Weavile the goggles for now. And Jinx could get a berry if we have any. Well, actually, Jinx can use Pattaya. That's fine. I hope it never comes to that point. Okay, now we mint and we go in. Jolly for Weavile. Take that. Jinx is rash, but I'll go ahead and invest a Timid in it. Why not? No. That's the wrong one. Okay, Tar will use another Adamant Mint on. And Wishcash, it's whatever, man. I don't like Wishcash for Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, but... can just stay as Bashful. Okay. Go ahead and get your guesses in now while I figure out who to lead off with here. So, 3 out of the 18 types we have seen with Steel, Dragon, and Fire. That means 15 types are still on the table. I'm not going to list them all off. Let's just take the 18 types and minus those 3. It'll be a lot easier. For my guess, I don't know why, but I'm still kind of feeling grass types here, so... I don't think I'm going to use my Terra Shards, by the way, yet. Just save them for later. I'm still feeling grass, but this time instead of Gardenia, I'm going to say Erica. The OG. Brawly's a good guess for the fighting types. Question is, how do we lead, right? Oh, Weavile needs a level up, too. We can't even hit level cap. That's unfortunate. I should have done that. So, by the way, here's the upgrade that I didn't want to pay for the clown. It's just this. You can, in the hub world, you can leave a Pokemon in the daycare. You can leave a legendary, like Mewtwo, in the daycare. And at this point, you just come and pull it out of the box once you're inside the run. Like, bro. I feel like that makes it a little too easy. So I'm not going to do that. Nessa is a fire guess. I kind of forgot about her from Galar. That's a good guess. I was going to lead with Weavile because it has the Icy Wind, and I could have slowed down my opponents to position Gabite better, but... I have no way to protect myself from EQs. But besides EQ, all we get's Mud Slap, so... I'm not even gonna lead off with this. We can just go Serp. We can go Serp. Alongside Gabite. We already got through Fire, so unless we see like Ice or Flying, Serp's got a pretty positive matchup. At least a neutral matchup. Alright, let's do this. Man, I still don't know what I'm gonna end up calling this YouTube video, right? How to title it, because I've never lost and started a run within the same episode. And this is like part 28 in the playlist. So this will be interesting here. But it's just about at the 3-hour mark for the recording, so we'll go ahead and cut it off after this and move over to Heart Gold. We're going Gabite Serp. And let's hope for the best. I hope that I'm wrong about grass types, by the way, because, you know, what is Serp going to do with this moveset? But we'll switch around. We'll sack Wishcash if that's the case and position Jinx out or Weavile. So I'm going Erica, man. Show me the grass types. Oh wait, never mind. We can level up right here. What am I saying? I'm gonna put Weavile in front, actually. I forgot the Chansey thing was in front of every gym. Duh. Oh, nickname Serp? I'm down. Let's do it, let's do it. Also, we never figured out Jinx's nickname, did we? Sweet lips, sweet tits, where were we going with Jinx, right? I don't know. Oh, fire, okay. Now I have to do it because you spent the points. I mean, I would have done it anyway, but... Viper. That's clean, bro. Okay, I'm down. I thought you typed Ursa for a minute, like Ursa Luna. I was like, what? Never mind, though. I see. Alright. I have to let Jamie nickname it because that's her favorite Mon. When I first looked at that, I was like, wait, Ursa Luna? What? It's pretty close. Oh, tank for Tar? I'm down, bro. I'm down. Let me make sure I spelled that right, because now I got Ursa Luna in my head. It's confusing me. Okay. Where's Tar at? I like it, I like it. Yeah, the Disney villain, that's exactly. Alright. What are we gonna do with, we got Weavile, Wishcash, and Gabites. I want to name Wishcash Wario, man, because he got that W on his head just like Wario. Plus Wishcash is, you know, he's like an evil villain in my head. Because of what he did to my Feebas in Mystery Dungeon, man. He KO'd that thing with a magnitude. Alright, Weavile and Gabite. What are we doing here? Let me scroll back up chat, make sure I didn't miss nothing. And also, were all the icons correct? Yeah, now they are. Alright, let me think of something real quick. Well, I'll let the people decide, but I got quite a few nicknames in mind for all these guys, but we'll just go with the 4 nicknames for now. We can do them at the beginning of next episode, or, you know, if you guys think of something during the battle, go ahead and type it in chat. And because after we come out of this battle, we still gotta save the game and go from there. All right, Frostbite, that's clean. I'm down. Who do we got, man? It's Crasher Wake. Somebody said that earlier, right? Oh, and I left Superior in front. I was going to switch it to Weavile. Kind of glad I did not make that switch. Because I was going to put Weavile in front. Oh, but Zogo said water. Okay, we'll destroy Barb with a hit, but we can't. We have to switch out because of Dugong. I can't take an Aurora Beam. Where do we go here to try to... So, okay, here's the thing, right? What if they double into Gabite with, like, Ice Attack, plus what if Barb attacks it, too? I think we could just go Wario. It's, like, a decent mid-ground. Because what could this thing do into, oh, it can't even really hit. Because obviously Barb is Rock Water, right? We can one-shot it with the Grass Attack, so that's probably where I do with Serp. And then I might let Serp take an ice hit too. So who's gonna come out to deal with, I mean, Tank? Oh, this is a tricky matchup, bro. Because Tank can handle Dugong. The problem is Pupitar's too slow and it's 4x weak to water, so... Right, the issue with going Wario is if we click Earthquake, it's kind of a bad idea. But Gabite has to swap here, there's no... We could go to this, but the issue is, like, if Barb somehow has like a Sash or Sturdy or whatever, and it goes for a Rock Attack into Jinx, it blows it up, so I can't make that play. We just gotta go Wario here. And, Giga Drain Barb. Just Tempting as it is to coil, but... right? Okay. Okay, he didn't have a sash. I don't even remember if that ding dong gets sturdy. I can't stand barb. Okay, you just go dive. That's... why? That's actually the best outcome for us. Yellisant. Okay. What if we go EQ? Look, I understand I'm going to damage my own Wario, but... okay. Earthquake was like glitching out because it's underwater, but then I could just Giga Drain the health right back, right? So why not? Well, that was dumb. Of course I'm faster, but I didn't even think about that. We'll get the health back with Giga Drain next turn. It's, you know, we resist it. It ain't gonna do that much. But it's the only way I can even damage this damn Dugong. TR. Interesting. I don't actually hate that, because now I EQ again. And then just Giga Drain Dugong. I don't hate that. The only issue with this is potential double ice attack into Viper. I mean, we could still tank it because we're calm. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're actually slower than Jellicent. You never know because you gotta remember Trick Room is a -7 priority attack, so it's always gonna go last regardless. But you don't know the speed difference between Wario and Dugong, right? No, sorry. I mean between Staryu. You never know the difference in speed between Jellicent and Wishcash, right? I kind of thought Jellicent might actually be slower than Wishcash, but it wasn't. So that worked out for us. I guess we'll just Earthquake again and then Giga Drain Staryu. Kind of confused it. Why Wake's got a Staryu at this point, because we're in the 40s now. Honestly, his team is just horrible. So we'll be good here. Dugong going for dive in this situation is kind of confusing. He doesn't have any ice coverage? I don't know. Shiny Floatzel, that's a Giga threat though. That's actually a Giga threat. Okay. We Earthquake here, I think, and just Giga Drain Floatzel. Like, this combo will probably take it out. The issue is bro packing Ice Punch, and what kind of Terra is he going to turn into? I still think Serp lives unless we get doubled into, so that's why I kind of just made that play quickly. Terra, look at the Terra thing go across the screen. Terra Water Floatzel, okay. So he might just like Waterfall into Wario to get rid of it. I don't think... yeah, you are. Okay. So we lose Wario. Yeah, whatever. But we win the fight right here. Giga Drain will take it out, so... GG's, Wake. Would have been nice to come back with a full 6-pack of Pokemon. I never do. It's always like 5 out of 6, but... oh well. It is what it is. Alright. Okay. There we go, 4 badges. Let me update that real quick. We'll get a sneak peek at the next route. But we're going to go ahead and cut off the recording here. I was just curious if there was any legendaries. Okay, we do see the evil team this time around. It's Team Aqua, so that's cool. Switch it up. We've seen Team Rocket the last couple times. Also, we got catching contest over here. Remember that doing this now, when you do it late game, you have to beat the leader to get the Master Ball. But doing it now, you get the 10 rare candies, and you also get a lot of money. A lot of money. Let me also disable Wishcash. Now, in addition to that, the level cap next go around is 55, right? So we will be able to get Garchomp and Tyranitar as well. So that's good. So a lot to look forward to when we come back for what will end up being part 29. And yeah, I don't see any legendaries up here. So as fun as it is to go to the game show, I think it's probably the best idea to go Team Aqua, beat them up. Because remember, we walk in there at level 45, but the first 3 Team Aqua grunts, we get up to 55. They all stay at level 45, so We got the 10 level advantage after we beat the first 3 trainers. And after we do, we'll also have a Garchomp and a Tyranitar. So we'll rip through that base, we'll grab the 10 rare candies, and then go get a better Pokemon to fill out the squad over at the bug catching contest right here. So a lot of good stuff coming in part 29. And let's try to keep the momentum going, because when we started off the action today, it quickly fell apart. As the first Elite Four member was Giovanni, right? Or was he the second one? But I think he was the first one, and he ripped our team apart. And then we ended up losing at the second Elite Four member earlier today. So I couldn't cut things off though at like an hour and 20 minutes. I had to jump back in, man. This game is too good. I love it too much. So we fired up another run. And I'll have to figure out that in the next few days, how do I actually title this YouTube video. So we lose, but then we go right back in. You know, the classic clickbait titles. So whatever. We'll be back to keep this thing going. Maybe I'll stream some during the week for like an hour and a half before I have to go to work. That way we can get the last 4 gym badges and come back next weekend for the Elite Four again. So doesn't always go as planned, but we came back with a much better looking squad than we had at the start of the day today. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll make some adjustments, and we'll keep dominating next time when we come back. So with all that being said, for anybody watching this in the future over on YouTube, that's going to do it here for the action today in part 28. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the action, and I also hope that you have a good rest of your day, wherever you go after watching this video. Alright, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.